Tangan dikocek, jalan menyengit, mata ke bumi, hati ke langit. Sabar menanti, peluang datang, begitulah.
Let me give you a short mini tour there. That's a CD collection. Part of it. Bukan semua free by the way. Ini untuk message untuk kau.
Okay.
Bodoh lah.
Puma. Kau seorang yang suci murni bersih
Aku freak sikit. Aku tak boleh. Aku benda-benda macam ni, tempat aku kerja, tempat aku hold on give me a second. Tempat aku kerja, tempat aku tidur, tempat aku buat semua benda, I need to have order.
Okay, aku imagine kau seorang yang lebih anarkis lagi.
Ini yang kau nampak dalam frame, kau tak nampak out of frame.
Sehat je.
Sihat, Alhamdulillah. I'm actually a secret sebab, okay, let me just move this a bit. So you can see the puak kumbu and all that stuff kan.
Apa tu?
Okay, dia macam ni. Katil aku kat atas. Aku buat macam pangkil kan. Katil aku kat atas, bawah tu main cave aku.
Serius?
So my bed is elevated on like macam elevatornya pangkil. So aku tidur macam loft. Tapi tepi ni semua block jadi macam wall. Aku DIY. So jadi my CD, aku ada dua benda yang aku bangga lah. My CD collection, my music, and my retro toys and anime. So these are the only things I own. Aku memang tak ada gila benda lain dah. So it's just so macam my main cave kat dalam pula, TV aku, pillow apa semua. Aku kalau aku kunci pintu, masuk dalam cave aku, memang tak ada orang boleh kacau aku. That's when I'm in my own world lah.
Except bila kau nak tidur, kau terpaksa panjat tangga ke atas lah.
Tak adalah susah pun. Kalau dah tua tu, kalau dah boomer, kaki sakit, itu tak betul, ni tak betul, sakit lah. Kita ni muda lagi.
Yelah, selagi hari-hari yang gout tidak attack, okey lah. Oh, tekong kau tu. Old school lah. Oi. Ini Baba punya heritage betul kau bawa pergi sini ni.
Baba confused, Baba proud.
So,
how are you,
music? Okay. In fact, quite good. Music dari Rumah. Well done, brother.
It's a very good effort from the whole team sebab benda ni dia melibatkan, I think our team tak sampai 10 orang pun, dalam 6-8 orang weh. Ada saya, ada Melaka Boy aka Prashan, Kimi Tunteja, OP Sofia bantu dengan Mike, dan 5, Abang Ito Blues Gang dengan Abang Ayub PR. So kita 7 orang aja. Lepas tu untuk belah technical, kita ada Prashannya team from the Malaya. So that's it lah. Itu kita je lah. It's a small team lah, tapi it's a team effort. So I'm proud of it lah. What makes it easier because a lot of musicians are very dedicated towards what they do. So they make our job easier lah. Boleh lah. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of what the team has done.
You should be because the quality, the good ones are very good.
Yeah.
Yang the non good one kita tak payah cakap dulu lah. We are all learning kan. We are trying to improve ourselves kan. Aku tengok ramai juga boomers yang ada. So, Jo, apa kau keras sini Jo?
Tak bergerak
Dia tak bergerak. Aku pun tak bergerak.
Ini. Kau dah tak bergerak dah. Kau dah.
Okay, sekejap.
Okay, now you're okay.
Okay. Aku punya komputer dia lama. Jadi banyak orang lama dan orang-orang baru. Dan yang pertengahan. Okay, sekejap. altogether berapa lama for you guys to plan this out and execute the whole project?
Tak sampai 3 minggu, 2 minggu macam tu.
Serius?
Actually benda ni macam ni. But okay, dia planning stage dia tu yang lambat sikit. So your planning stage, I told you before this, asalnya it came from another event, and the event was called Hari Music Malaysia, yang kita buat kerjasama dengan KKMM. Now Hari Music Malaysia was a whole different event altogether lah. Kita nak buat satu hari di mana ada beberapa musician dah tahu. Kita buat satu hari di mana kita galakkan semua pemuzik, semua artis, semua performer of every single genre, as long as they kind of come into the recording side, to release new singles. Itu step 1. Step 2, kita telah mendapat verbal assurance from a lot of the radio and TV players, di mana untuk satu hari itu 24 jam kita wajibkan 100% muzik Malaysia sahaja on airtime. So that means radio main semua muzik Malaysia, TV pun content semua centered around muzik Malaysia. It's like one day we want to celebrate. Sebab kalau kita tahu Indonesia buat Hari Muzik Malaysia, Hari Muzik Indonesia, Hari Muzik Nasional on I think the first week of March. So kita buat the end of March. The idea was to have future collaborations. The second significance was actually kita mula-mula nak adakan Hari Muzik Malaysia ni March 22. Sebab March 22 ni is the date of birth of Tan Sri P. Ramlee. So it's to symbolize the rebirth of our music industry. Sebab kita tahu dah, I mean our industry has been slacking lah. Our industry has been on the downslide sejak, I would say, early 2000s. You know, we could see signs of it. Time tu salahkan piracy, salahkan kaset, lepas tu salahkan Napster, lepas tu salahkan MP3, lepas tu salahkan, I mean, kita suka nak salahkan benda lah. So it's been on a downslide.
Siapa yang sebenarnya bersalah?
Untuk saya, personally, orang kita sendiri. So orang kita sendiri terlalu tried and tested. Kalau kita lihat muzik Malaysia daripada somewhere lewat 80-an masuk 90-an, sejak kita jumpa formula rock kapak, di mana kita nampak the excitement in music and all that kan, it's been formula all the way. So kalau ada musim rock kapak naik daripada zaman Wings and Search kan, tiba-tiba Spoon, Spoing, Skrang semua keluar kan. So semua rock kapak aja. Dan bila Raihan muncul, semua berderet aja nasyid. Kita terlalu trend based tau. Dia seorang break new ground, semua main ikut aja. So the whole market becomes saturated. No one wants to try something yang different, you know. And that continued on until tahap kita dah mati kutu, kita tak tahu apa nak buat. Masa tu lah Indo Rock came and took over. Indo Rock ni sebenarnya, kelakarnya Indo Rock ni banyak roots dia dalam rock kapak juga. But it's the hybrid. It's the hybrid of rock kapak. So aku ingat aku pernah interview Niji. Aku pernah tanya giring dengan budak-budak, apa korang je inspiration untuk play music professionally? And then they said in school, ini aku ingat lagi giring cakap, they said in school, they love performing together lah, some of them, right? And their favorite song was, and they all look at each other, ku sangkakan panas berpanjang. Aku dah macam, aku jam siap, ya betul. Ya betul, ini Niji tau. So aku dah macam, that kind of like woke something up inside. We were trendsetters with rock kapak. Because rock kapak, I don't know whether everyone will agree with this, because everyone says rock kapak is ours. But for me, what I look at rock kapak, I grew up on rock kapak masa zaman sekolah rendah kan. I saw an evolution of rock kapak asal usulnya for me lah, was from Kento pop, Kento rock. Your Beyond, your Grasshopper, that's the guitar solo and all that, like, it's not orang putih punya style tau. It's a very Asian vibe tau. But ours, when we did rock kapak, ada kemelayuan diselitkan. It was our hybrid. What Indo Rock buat, they were so inspired by rock kapak, they took it and then they inserted their own influence. Now, if we know that Indonesians are very vocal, R&B vocal based, because all their vocal trainers are R&B vocal based, you'll notice that most of their rock bands, right, their commercial rock bands, ada R&B leading sikit. So theirs is another hybrid. So when they develop the hybrid, theirs became the fresh product. Masa tu lah mereka boleh masuk negara kita senang. The only time kita kalahkan Indo rock, bukan sebab Indo rock dah give up ke atau dah bosan ke apa. No. It's just that our younger musicians started innovating. So masa tu kau ada pesawat, kau ada kemunculan pesawat, kau ada kemunculan Hujan, kau ada kemunculan, a lot of bands started coming lah. And you got this sound. And everyone got excited again because it was something fresh. And it's the same thing. It continued on for me. It continued on, I think, in the early 2010s. We came up with the very indie singer-songwriter, folksy vibe. You had ZRV breaking out. You had Yuna breaking out. And bila aku tanya kawan-kawan aku in Indonesia, they were all saying like, you guys are so ahead of us.
Yeah.
But they expect so much from us. When they come here, they go like, okay, I'm kind of disappointed about your mainstream is kind of shit. They expected us to be better because they are looking for something new as well. And they saw glimmer of hope lah, adalah harapan. The problem with music is a lot of people forget that when you use the word music industry, bila ada word industry tu, it's business tau. And when it comes to business, it's always relevance. So relevance ni pula memerlukan kau berubah mengikut peredaran masa. Kalau kau buat satu benda untuk 30 tahun, memang that's not an industry, that's not business.
Yeah.
Handphone pun, masa 90-an, kau phone lah. Kau ada Motorola, Trend, Microtech, StarTech, Uppertech kan. Lepas tu you evolve. The Nokias and all that kan. Kau dah start one by one, the flip phone apa semua. And then we came to the BlackBerry. Suddenly you had something new. You had messaging tool, encrypted. And then suddenly you had your Androids come in. Then your iPhones come in. It was all the app environment, being a multimedia tool on its own. So it keeps evolving. And that's the problem dengan our music. We forgot to evolve somewhere along the way. And I would blame, balik pada soalan asal ni, I think we forgot that we had to keep changing. And people got fed up. And in a globalized world where any music is available in just one click, whether it's YouTube or any streaming service or Spotify or whatever lah, people are able to access music of different genres, different sounds, different feels, different vibes, just like that. And we hope that people will listen to us just because you should be patriotic, not because you offer quality. Itu yang sayang dia lah. Tapi music Malaysia unik. Music Malaysia memang ramai kata unik. It's just kita tak embrace our uniqueness.
Why is it unique? How is it unique?
Okay. How do I put it this way? A lot of countries are very Western influenced, right? Because it's always a cool thing like that. You grow up, you listen to Brit rock, you listen to college rock from US and whatever not lah. Malaysia has kita punya orang ni kan ada something special tau. Aku bagi contoh bahasa lah Number one, orang Malaysia ni chameleon tau. Kita pandai adapt tau. So contohnya macam kau cakap dengan orang Indonesia kan. Kalau kau cakap dengan orang Indonesia, orang Indo, dia cakap bahasa Indonesia dengan kau. Tetap ada dia punya bunyi lagi kan. Ya Pak, kapan sampai Pak? And then bila dia cakap dengan orang Malaysia pula, ya saya baru tiba di bandara semalam. How people try and emulate. Orang kita ni kan, they try and adapt to every environment, fluid tau. Kau tak percaya kau tengok budak Melayu bila cakap dengan budak Cina je. Lu mau pergi mana? Gimana pelat comes out. Because they are trying to emulate. And it comes naturally to us tau. And a lot of this is not, we think it's common because we grew up with this. This is our environment. Hakikatnya, no one else that I've met in the world, no nationality, no nation, no people of a nation are that easy to, or that fluid to adapt. And another thing is because of our diversity, we are so exposed. We are exposed more than ever to differences. So you go to any country in the world, you tell me one country di mana kau pergi panggung wayang lah contohnya kan. kau boleh tengok filem Melayu, kau boleh tengok filem Indo, kau tengok filem orang putih, kau boleh tengok filem art house, French, Japanese, film noir. And then you can also go and watch the US blockbusters. You can watch anything, and we can watch the Chinese action flicks. We watch Japanese content, Korean content. Dalam bahasa mereka pun, we never look at it as something strange, because we grew up with Hindustan and etc. and all that. So our people are very open to a lot of different things around us, and that shapes our, macam mana cakap, kita punya seni tau.
Seni.
You are so influenced. So contohnya, and it's the same with music lah. Music pun sama. We listen to everything. And benda ni sebenarnya walaupun it's at the back of my mind, because we all realize that we can do this, but we never think it's anything special. But I think it hit me 2-3 years ago. I went 2 years in a row for the Macau International Film Fest. Okay. So Macau International Film Fest, aku tahun pergi tu is tahun ketiga dah. Dia baru start lah masa tu kan. So aku pergi tu tahun ketiga, and then last December was tahun keempat. So I went for that one, and first year kekok sikit sebab tak kenal orang and started making friends and all that kan. But last year was like first day aja sampai je kan, semua international friends. Hey, what's up brother? Hey, what's up? Okay. And they come from all over the world. So aku boleh duduk semeja dengan gang daripada Hollywood Foreign Press representing the Golden Globes. Ada gang daripada macam-macam festival around the world. Ada media from all over the world. So bila duduk, aku bagi kau contoh yang terbaik lah. Kawan-kawan aku daripada Indonesia lah duduk borak-borak. English dia boleh lah, but not our level lah. The organizer, orang Macau ni, dia cakap Cina. That / Macanese, which is the mix with Portuguese. Okay. Itu bahasa tempatan ke lah. Dia Macanese. Macanese ni, dia macam Cina campur Portuguese punya bahasa. Dia bahasa dia sendiri lah, lebih kurang lah, evolve lah. So, the PRs for the event are a UK-based PR firm, international firm. So, bila jumpa aku, hi, what's up, Jan? I've been saying for so long. So, aku macam, okay, masa tu pun, aku dah cakap, kita ni berangan kan, kita ni cepat adapt kan. Oh my God, I've been seeing you guys for like a whole fucking year. It's so great to be back. And mereka macam, they love the fact that you're from a country called Malaysia and you speak with us like us, and it wasn't the accent now. So accent aku memang cukup makan je lah. It was the fact that they said it was certain things that I said that sounds typically British. And it makes sense because we grew up, of course, post-British rule and all that. The standard of English that we use is not American, it's British. So I understand that part. Okay lah, tak apa. Duduk dan member Indonesia, kadang-kadang aku jadi translator. So dia tak faham orang putih ni yang pekat dan mampus punya accent Northern London ke apa-apa kan. Aku gelar je, benda ni masuk, aku boleh faham. And then I kind of like mereka jadi friends dengan aku because of that. Dan kita ada same, because I understand that Indonesian pop culture boleh borak-borak film and music and all that kan. At the same time, I understand the language and I can communicate with them in the language kan. Kejap lagi, budak Singapura pula, dia macam menyendiri. Kejung. So, dia boleh cakap English, Cina sikit kan. Tapi dia macam kejung lah. Dia macam boleh lepak dengan select group. So, aku jadi macam the conduit tau. To everyone tau. And then lepak dengan orang Macau pula yang asal daripada, ada seorang mamak ni lah, dia asal daripada Portugal tapi dia sekarang dia reside in Macau lah. The moment he found out I'm from Malaysia, oh you from Malaysia, oh my God, I love Malaysia, I've been to Malacca, I love Malaysia. Is the only country where I know outside of Portugal that really has the whole settlement and the people who still follow the old way. And you guys are amazing. Okay lah, then member dari Indian Press pula macam borak. Dia dengan kita borak, dia macam tak tahu mana nak masuk tau. So December lepas, one of the celebrity guests was supposed to be Karen Johar yang amat director apa semua tu kan. So Coffee with Karen katanya.
Right.
So lepas suddenly we went to different topics about the program and all that. Then I turned to the Indian guys, I said like, the Indian journalist, and I meant like, do you have any idea if Karen Johar is coming or not? Because we haven't gotten any word of his program now for his itinerary yet. So kita nak set up interview apa semua. And they, oh no, Karen is probably busy. He's very much of a diva, and he's not confirming whether he's coming or not. So I don't know. Aku dah okay. And then dia tanya aku tau, benda dia macam pandang aku skeptical sikit lah. So are you very familiar with Karen Johar's work? Dia ingat muka Cina. Dia ingat. Aku cakap, of course, I'm very familiar with Karen's work. I mean, I'm Malaysian. We grew up on Bollywood. But it's not just Bollywood, I mean, Americans will say they just discover Bollywood. Malaysians will tell you we know Bollywood, Tollywood, Bollywood, Collywood, all the variations, your South Indian cinema, apa semua. How do you know that? They show it on TV, they have it in cinemas, it's common. Here we have things in Malay, in Chinese, and in English, and also in the various Indian languages and dialects. So they're like, so korang pergi cinema ni, contoh kau pergi panggung atau pergi concert, it's like that. Memang it's like that. And for them, it's like, okay, pelik sikit. Even my friend from Hong Kong was like, I'm trying to understand the concept of Malaysia, because when we mention melting pot, you guys are not just a melting pot. You guys are just, dah bukan rojak lagi tau. Macam everything dah blend, it's seamless tau. Yeah. And that is that was the moment that I realized this is the strength of orang Malaysia tau. And this is one strength yang kita tak pernah utilize. Because we can blend in, we can relate to each and every one of them. Art is about relatability tau. So when you put a piece of art there, art speaks in its own language. It is able to cut across language and cultures and whatnots, right? Whether it's music, film, art, or whatever, in any form, artwork in any form. And Malaysians are a piece of art on its own, because we can speak to anyone and be able to relatable. I don't know if you understand what I mean. It's weird, because that is really our strength. So aku bagi contoh lagi satu macam sekarang orang kata K-pop tengah trend lah. Orang Korea ni, kau suka tak suka K-pop lah. Orang Korea ni dia pandai tau. Dia pandai sebab music dia sekarang dia start dia punya own movement tu kat negara dia punya music market besar. So apa dia punya artis akan buat, artis dia akan release single kat South Korea. Ini daripada zaman Boa, semua Rain semua dah memang dah ada lah. Dia release lagu dia dekat Korea, tapi dia tahu they don't have the numbers kan. So what they do, the same single they will release in the Japanese version. Time tu daripada 90-an, Japan was the shit already, the bomb. So when Korea saw that happening towards the late 90s into the 2000s, Koreans started tapping into the Japanese market. So I remember Boa was among the early K-pop wave lah. She was tapping into the Japanese market because I thought she was Japanese. I fell in love with her because I thought she was Japanese. And then I was like, hey, wait a minute, she's Korean. And then years down the line, now I realize that that's what the Koreans were doing. They were gradually expanding their market. The language or the market that they were entering was to serve as, a stepping stone to globalization. So macam sekarang, dia dah next level pula tau. Dia dah nampak dia punya next level. Aku bagi contoh macam, most K-pop bands are like BTS contohnya. 7 orang, 6 orang haram bahasa Inggeris. They can only speak Korean because they are monoculture. Seorang aja boleh cakap English. So pergi Amerika, their only handicap will be seorang aja akan bercakap. Yang lain, hi, yes, itu aja. One of the biggest K-pop bands in the world right now is Blackpink. Blackpink's secret of success is not just their music or their packaging or whatever though. It's also the way that they marketed. You have 4 girls. Satu memang pure native South Korean. Satu lagi belajar and spend a lot of time in Australia, walaupun dia South Korean. Satu lagi South Korean tapi dia spend a lot of time belajar and stay kat Australia. Seorang lagi is budak Siam yang boleh cakap 4 bahasa. So when they go on American TV, seorang tu yes, itu aja boleh cakap lah. Yang 3 orang lagi bukan dia cakap flawless English, siap dengan accent sekali. Ada Aussie accent lah, ada Kiwi accent lah, yang Thai memang American accent lah. So the Koreans were smart, no? They started realizing this thing. So now, for those who minat K-pop contohnya, they understand this part. K-pop is starting to scout for talent in Southeast Asia. So you have K-pop artists from Thailand, from Indonesia, from Singapore, Malaysia pun ada,
Ada.
you know, and Malaysia pun ada K-pop idol. So benda ni macam they realize that is the key lah, that diversity, that global appeal and flavor. Here's the joke. Malaysia has it. Malaysia has it. What we don't have is a bloody structure to our industry. Is a bloody professional structure in entirety. So again, balik pada structure, you know, an organized structure of how our industry is supposed to flow. So balik pada soalan asal, nak salahkan siapa? Salahkan industri sendiri lah. You kill your own industry, what? You don't want to develop. You find one formula, kau exploit that formula sampai dah tak boleh buat apa-apa dah. Ini macam kalau kau menyusukan lembu lah contohnya kan. Puting dia tu dah kering, dah mula merekah, kau masih lagi tengah perah. You're not going to find another cow. You don't want to raise another cow. No, this cow produced me a lot of milk, so I'm going to milk it until memang dah tak boleh dah. Until the nipples are sore and cracked. You know, that's the problem Malaysia. We find it very hard to break new ground. Kalau bukan kerana COVID-19, berapa ketul lah musician yang akan buat streaming daripada rumah, yang akan buat performance daripada rumah. We have been thrown into the deep end, baru semua nak buat. Padahal benda ni worldwide, everyone has been doing it like a regular thing. So masa buat music dari rumah tu, I realised how ketinggalan a lot of our people were lah. Sebab musician tak ada audio interface, tak ada equipment, tak ada gear. Aku macam, aku jam sial. Kau musician kot. Kau takkan kat rumah tu kau tak ada tools or anything. You don't have a good earphone, you don't have an audio interface, you don't have any equipment to record from home. Bapa gila sial.
Serius je.
You know, belum itu musician yang memang aku wajibkan ada gear. Tak ada. Apa susahnya? Audio interface cucuk, laptop cucuk, tak boleh record some tracks, you can straight away, you know, send over the files and you can mix it, everything can be done. Tak ada. Itu belum lagi masuk cerita penyanyi. Aku ada cerita dengan kau kan.
Cerita?
Ya Allah. Nak have a professional microphone pun tak ada. Come on lah, audio interface, microphone. Kalau busuk-busuk microphone kau satu, USB ni lah murah kot. RM30 je kot boleh dapat. Kalau DIY pun RM5. Aku ada, kau nak tengok. Aku sehina-hina aku pun. Aku it's a microphone. This microphone aku guna untuk my online meetings and all that lah kan. RM35 je bang daripada Mr. DIY.
Serius?
Wow. Dengan pantat kau mak aku. Sorry. Terkeluar baba sikit. So I mean this one I use for my meetings just for a better sound lah kan. So that I can when I have online meetings semua kan. So benda ni for me kalau aku yang orang media lah, because my primary cari makan is as ahli media lah kan. If I have certain tools that I can even do things on my own, why don't you all have it? These are the tools of your trade. So sekarang aku nak ambil barang. So bila kita sekarang tengah lockdown lah apalah semua kan, kau nak macam mana kalau kau tak ada equipment nak buat daripada rumah? Meninggal kau.
In the first place, barang-barang diorang memang tertinggal kat diorang punya studio somewhere ke, and then lockdown berlaku, diorang tak dapat ambil ke? Tak juga.
Aku tak terima alasan tu sebab kau studio lah juga. Tapi masalahnya, kau ada studio, kau tinggal kat studio, aku faham. Tapi kau punya laptop tu kau tak bawa ke, kau tinggal kat studio juga ke?
Betul lah tu.
Penipuan abadi lah tu kan. Lepas tu, takkanlah kau tak ada gear. Aku cakap dengan kau, musician yang aku respect lah, macam aku bagi contoh lah AG Koko, AG Hujan. AG, rumah dia ke studio dia tak ada beza. Kamar seni ke rumah dia tak ada beza. Kat rumah dia pun dia ada gear. Most musicians I know ada gear kat rumah. So bila aku terjumpa manusia yang bergelar musician tak ada gear langsung, aku dah macam,
kenapa kau ni?
Macam mana nak ajak kau nak buat show online? Paling busuk pun kau tahu nak buat kau dah tahu dah lockdown, kau dah tahu COVID-nya situation, kau dah tahu semua dah digital. Celaka buka lah Shopee ke Lazada ke AliExpress ke, belilah. Ini barang untuk kau cari makan. Penyanyi lagi teruk, penyanyi mikrofon apa semua tak ada, satu hal. Busu-busu mikrofon murah tak ada, satu hal. Kita nak ajak untuk nak buat recording kat rumah kan, untuk nak buat music dari rumah, beli program. Dia boleh cakap dia nak smule dengan kita.
Oh, tu kau ajar sangat tu.
Kepala bapak engkau smule. Dengan karaoke bergaung tu. In fact, any singer yang smule, aku macam, sorry lah. If you are a singer, your sense of hearing, you know, your audio requirements kan, smule is an insult, okay? I'm sorry lah, smule untuk budak-budak suka-suka boleh lah. For fun thing boleh lah.
Yeah.
But for a professional to indulge in smule is just stupid, man, I tell you. Aku tak boleh terima, sorry, aku jam sikit bab tu. So kau orang professional tau. You are professional in an industry tau.
Yeah.
How can you rely on amateur tools? You know, at least have some semblance of professionalism lah untuk aku lah.
Betul lah, you are degrading yourself.
Lepas tu bila kan kita tegur pula, sentak biji pula, kata kita mandang rendah pula. Kau dah menyanyi berapa tahun? Dah 12 tahun, mikrofon tak ada, sedih hidup kau.
Jom, kau ada background dalam studio engineering, audio engineering or something juga
Asal-usul aku, asal-usul beria je. Aku lepas habis sekolah, lepas habis SPM, aku minat bidang seni, cabang-cabang seni. Tapi I don't know, aku tak kenal orang yang minat seni tau. So aku nak buat apa habis sekolah ni, aku habis SPM ni nak buat apa bodoh lah kejap. And I have to thank masa tu my schoolmate lah, dia satu form dengan aku kan. Ada budak Cina ni, namanya David Lim. Dia ni kat sekolah dia lah yang performer lah. Bawa gitar merata, rambut panjang sebelah kan. Pergi bilik dia ikut musimnya tau. Macam lepak rumah dia, so bapak dia punya laksa famous kat Kelang. So dia memang stay kat kedai tau. Tapi bapak dia punya kedai laksa, yang I'm staying right now in front of bapak dia punya mendiang bapak dia punya kedai laksa dululah. Rumah aku dekat je. Dia punya kedai laksa macam rumah kedai biasa. Budak, and they stay their shop lah. So bilik dia right behind at the back of the shop lah kan. Nampak biasa, kau masuk macam studio rakaman gila. Dia gear basic semua memang lengkap. Tapi yang pentingnya dia punya poster apa semua tutup satu bilik. Tapi ikut musim. So masa aku kenal dia form 3 tu, aku saat dapat dia form 3 tu, pergi masa tu was black metal, death metal, thrash metal, speed metal, apa metal, semua dia lah. So aku macam, aku jam, aku tak boleh lah muzik-muzik jerit dengan gitar kerak-kerak. I never saw the beauty of music lah masa tu. Because I originated from more R&B, soul, hip-hop, gospel, funk, blues. I love that black sound.
Bukan modern talking lah.
Tak ada. Penipu lah. Siapa kata ni tak lain pop tu memang penipu. Penipu. Kau sekolah tak? Bak kata Azwan Ali. Kau lulus SRP tak? But yeah, so it was thanks to him. So after we finished school, because of Mamat ni Evolusi macam ni semua black metal, death metal apa semua, minggu depan pergi bilik dia semua dah koyak, dah poster. Oh, tiba-tiba dah found agama katanya. Dah jumpa Tuhan dah born Christian. Pantera. So Pantera was a Christian band kan. So dia ada Pantera apa, all the Christian death metal ni. Aku macam, aku jam sial. Tak lah kau. Lepas tu dia masuk balik zaman jahiliah after a while. Baliklah naiklah poster semua pelik-pelik lagi. Aku dah macam, okay, kau gila sial. Kau memang first time aku jumpa dan aku sedar orang seni ni tak center sikit lah otak. You know? And by the way, umur 44, dia sekarang dia adalah preacher. He's a pastor. Tapi pastor pun dia masih rock lagi. Kat gereja. Tapi dia bukan Katolik lah. Aku Katolik. Dia Kristian yang Protestan lah. Mazhab lain lah.
Dekat Kajang lah.
Anak dia pula sekarang ajak dia macam anak dia dia ajak anak dia is a drummer. Anak dia teruskan legacy bapa dia lah. So after we finish form 5, aku dah tahu aku nak masuk seni ni, aku dah seorang aja yang dalam seni. And it was into music and I was into music. So I was exploring options lepas BSPM. What the hell should I do? So buatlah job bodoh-bodoh kan. Masa tu buat aku ingat aku start first job aku lepas SLP, aku cuti tu aku kerja, siapa ingat lah retro sikit, Subang Parade Penny Lane Music Arcade, kedai kaset tu.
Wow.
Tingkat bawah yang belakang. Lepas tu jadi rock corner. The last was rock corner. Before that was Penny Lane Music Arcade.
Penny Lane.
Time tu was about circa 1991. Time tu hijab tengah boom, Ikhlas tengah boom. Orang masuk kedai kaset, album Zain Abidin ada, album Ikhlas ada. That's the thing lah. When I was working there, I remember lah. International was Belinda Carlisle. And then after we finish SPM, I spent a lot of time with David lah, lepak rumah dia apa semua kan. So I never considered music. I love music, but I never considered it as a possible option. So I was thinking of more broadcasting, media, theatrical, because I have passion ke arah sana. And then David wanted to educate me on the music of rock. So dia tahu aku benci rock. You know, untuk aku definisi rock adalah orang yang menjerit-jerit. Aku tak dapat dengar lirik dia. If aku tak dengar lirik dia, macam mana aku nak feel bodoh. Macam ini seni ke? So what he did was he put me through a crash course. Dia cakap dengan aku, okay, I want to show you that music has its own artistry in every form. You might not like it, but there's an artistry to it. So dia bagi aku satu album untuk dengar. Dia suruh aku balik hantar. And the album aku boleh ingat lagi Halloween, Keeper of the Seven Keys 2. Halloween ni album. Kau ingat band Halloween tak? Kau tua, tak ingat. HELLOW. Tak apalah, okey lah. Kau memang kau pun mak jiwa, kau mak bunga rupanya. So aku balik, aku dengar Halloween lah. Yeah, the keeper of the seven keys. Okay, it sounds like devil worshipping, but a very theatrical version. So I started reading the lyrics while listening to the music. Macam, wait, this sial. You know, it took me into another world. And for me, that is the art form. It can transport me anywhere. Start minggu tu, aku dengan Halloween, aku balik, aku explain kat dia apa aku rasa, dia kata, okay, kau dah nampak magic dia dah sekarang. Welcome to the world of rock. Masa tu lah aku start dengar Loudness. Aku dengar, apa lagi I went for the GNR Metallica, which was slowly coming out at that point. And then I went heavier. You know, it went heavier and heavier. So I went to Sebastian Bach, memang my favorite singer from Skid Row. Lepas tu satu-satu all heavy stuff dia throw kat aku lah. Aku masuk. Okay lah. Rock tak rock boleh masuk. So I started going towards rock. You know, aku lupa sikit black music aku kejap sebab aku dah biasa dengan tu. I found a new world to enter. And then sometime after SPM tu, after that short period where I had my music education, one day dia ajak aku, dia kata, ada open house kat Sound and Audio Institute satu ni. Kau nak ikut aku tak? You know, I want to check out the facilities lah. Because I might want to take my diploma there. So I knew that aku memang tak nak pergi college biasa, nak study. Aku tak boleh belajar daripada buku. Aku macam, nak kata bodoh bukan bodoh, tapi aku malas nak menghadap buku sebenarnya. I like things that I can work with by feel. Kalau tak masuk jiwa, aku tak nak buat. You know? So I knew I didn't want to go into that. And so I said, okay lah, aku temankan kau lah. So itulah kali pertama aku pergi Ocean Institute of Audio Technology kat Jalan Ampang masa tu. Lorong Nibong. So kat belakang Victoria Station tu. Aku masuk, I saw the recording studio, I was like, my jaw dropped. I was like, this is my life. This is what I want to do. So signed up, I enrolled for my sound and audio engineering diploma. I had a lot of good classmates, some that are well known in this industry lah. One of my classmates is Sharon Paul.
Serius?
Sharon Paul is my classmate. Dia satu batch dengan aku. Tapi aku ambil sound audio engineering, Sharon ambil music composition. Dia ambil another major, music major. Aku motor audio major. So, yeah, Sharon was my classmate.
She eventually mengajar di situ
I think so, yeah. I kind of lost touch with a few of them lah. But a lot of people were from Ocean. So, and kebetulan masa time belajar pula, aku dah banyak main-main satu hal. You know, kita punya dulu sebab kita found a loophole tau. Sebab kita punya college tak ada limit to berapa lama kau boleh belajar kan. Selagi kau tak fail, kau boleh fail 3 kali je. Lepas tu kau boleh repeat. Selagi kau tak fail, kau selamatkan hidup kau. So kita punya game pula, budak-budak kita ni semua smart tau. Smart kata kau kan. We came up with the system, sampai exam aja kan. No show. No show, tak consider flunk tau. No show memang just, okay kau repeat aja. So, ada budak ni, 2 year course, ada budak ni tahan sampai 5 tahun, sial. Duduk kat sana, ada budak sana, tak nak sebut nama dia orang industri juga. Dia sampai 5 tahun dia bertahan kat sana. Dia macam nak chill, nak lepak aja. So, setiap kali exam dia menghilang. So along the lines, I had a lot of good classmates. Lin Kok Kian, formerly from Sony Music. He was a PR, A&R, I think. Lin Kok Kian was my classmate as well. And then I found that a lot of my friends who were performers in college graduated into the real industry. Macam my friend David tu, my schoolmate David tu, he joined an English band, nama band tu The Beats. The Beabs. Dia punya lead singer is Jitway. The whole band is from Ocean. They got nomination for best English album tahun tu. Tahun sama tu, 2 junior college aku, they were like 3 batches, I think, below me. Berjaya nak cipta sejarah AIM. Dan mereka adalah anggota daripada satu kumpulan ni ada 4 orang, tapi 2 orang ni adalah Remy dengan Touch Innuendo. So aku macam, tahun aku stop belajar sebab aku ada masalah keluarga sikit. Aku stop belajar, aku nak kerja terus. So aku masuk media terus. Aku masuk media as a cadet reporter sebab memang okay lah, my next love is writing. So aku start as a cadet journalist. So one of the first events aku start nak pergi tu was AIM 1997. Time tu aku jumpa arwah siha, kenal dengan arwah siha semua lah. Time tu memang orang pandang aku, orang tak pandang aku pun, orang pandang macam siapa budak gemuk Cina ni kan. I mean, berapa ramai Cina dalam industri muzik Malaysia? Kau cakap dengan aku. Kalau ada tu kau boleh cam dah kan. So macam time aku start cover tu, the first year tu memang suai lah sebab among all the nominees, The Beats, Innuendo, you know macam semua geng sial. Lepas tu kalau orang yang kenal hip hop or rap, mereka mesti tahu sejarah Malaysia ni group Naughtiest Maximus. Naughtiest Maximus ada asalnya is a grouping of 4 different groups, and one of the groups is my college group, which masa tu aku macam lepak-lepak mereka, sepatut join mereka, start jadi join. Feeling mamat rapper lah time tu kan. Feeling what's up. Right. Tapi aku tak pernah minat nak take it serious lah. So lagipun yelah, bila kau study audio, kerja kau recording siang malam, kau dah dengar suara kau sendiri, kau dah sedar dah, kau tahu tak? Aku macam dulu sebelum masuk belajar ni kan, adalah feeling kan, mungkin suara aku sedap kot. I think I have a lovely voice, you know, I can control, I got good bassy tones, you know, I got body to my voice. Kononnya lah feeling lah masa tu kan. Masuk belajar music aja, sumpah hangat betul. Masa recording ada sekali kita punya session ni, singer tu tak muncul, masing-masing dalam group, alamak kena finish final assignment, bergila-gila jadi penyanyi lah. Sampai kan aku seorang record dengar balik, tak boleh fail. So aku antara yang last sebab aku ni memang fobia sebab aku tak pernah mic pun tau. So semua dah try, tak boleh kena. Jo, your turn lah, kau try lah. Hopefully, you know, we can use you lah, you know, as our final assignment kan. Record, aku dengar suara aku balik, ya Allah buruknya suara aku. So there goes my dream of ever becoming famous. Nasib baiklah aku tak tunda sampai tak sedar diri kan. Aku boleh dengar yang aku buruk lah. So yeah, that was my background and that was that was also the foundation of my venture into this industry. Like I said, a lot of my college friends were eventually when I started working in the press, like I said lah, the first AIM aku pergi tu kan, aku malu sial. Kawan aku junior engineer, junior sound engineer, ada yang in training, ada yang memang dah working. Yang artis yang nominated pun ada 2-3 orang budak-budak aku juga. Dan semua pandang aku macam, hey, what's up bro, what's up? Weh, nampak tag aku je. Weh, kau media ke? How the fuck you cross the other side, sial? Kau macam mana kau? Weh, jam. Tak ada orang faham kenapa aku seorang aja yang tercampak seberang sana. Everyone else was in the music industry. And back then it was a very big competition because there were only 2 audio schools. SAE, Sound and Audio Engineering School, in PJ, and Ocean. So memang everyone knew everyone lah, because there was a bit of friendly rivalry, yes. Aku memang masa tu, I was lucky because when I was doing news and politics masa tu, so I was always slowly going into, my plan was always to slowly go into music, entertainment lah. So, my first company aku join was The Sun. So, masa aku kerja The Sun pula, kebetulan zaman-zaman tu The Sun was happening. Sebab The Sun ada blasting concept yang ditulis oleh Joe Kidd. Bukan Joe Kidd Company Tedang. Kan? Kebetulan nama aku Joe dan kebetulan nickname aku Club Kid. So, zaman sekarang orang confused lah. Joe Kidd ada 2. Tapi dia ada original lah, dia ada OG lah. Itu the big dude lah. So I got Joe and a few of the guys allowed me to write music reviews. So masa tu sebab I wanted to try my hand at writing music reviews kan. So the first review I ever wrote was Smashing Pumpkins punya review. So masa tu dah kena bitten by the bug macam shit, I want to do entertainment. But somehow from 96 sampai 2001 aku tak pernah dapat cover entertainment sebab kononnya kau punya mulut, kau punya otak, cara kau hustler gila babi, you deserve to belong to news and politics. So aku terperangkap lah kat sana. Kat sana lah yang aku kawan dengan bini hang. Buat coverage apa semua. Lala kita jadi BFF kan. But yeah, so finally when I made the transition into NST group kan, Newspaper Times Press group, I joined entertainment there in 2001. Time itulah betul-betul terbuka luas lah. So it was a culture shock for me sebab there is this misconception. Orang rasa macam entertainment reporter ni bodoh piang. Kan? Betul tak? Alah,
tak adalah. Aku tak pernah fikir macam tu.
Kebanyakan orang ingat wartawan hiburan ni tak ada standard, tak ada kelas. Kononnya tak pandai muzik lah. Tak pandai itu, tak pandai ni. Come on, babe. Aku tak nak cakap lah, ada hamba Allah seorang ni lah, ada manager artis seorang ni dia pergi tulis dia punya album liner, dia punya album kredit kan, music kan dia semua session ni siapa semua kan, orkestra daripada negara apa palat kau semua tulis ya. Semua reporter macam wah hebat kau. Aku duduk diam aja. Lepas tu member aku tanya aku kenapa, aku bisik aku tak nak aibkan dia lah. But that's all programs ya. Kau nak tipu orang live orchestra, kenapa? Kau tak dengar ke? Kau jangan tipu budak sound and audio lah. Aku dengar sekali aku cakap, that's a good mix. But that is fucking program. Good samples man, but that is program. Aku tak nak sebut siapa lah. So there is always this thing that a lot of people in the music industry, dia ingat wartawan hiburan ni tak pandai. And a lot of people assume that about me as well. So when I talk about music without telling them my background, they're like, what do you know? What do you know about music? Kau penulis. Kau cakap senang. Kau cuba buat. So I guess that's after years and years of people telling me that, even though I didn't have anything to prove, and I knew what I was talking about, it came to the point that I was like, okay lah, you mampus kau. Put your money where your mouth is, right? And that's how I got into music full time lah. Well, I mean, when I say full time, it's full time. Music is full time for me. The only difference is, it's not my cari makan full time. Yang bayar bill aku is makan gaji aku kat surat khabar. Tapi hakikatnya, my full time is music. So I started with I discovered my first talent was Hazami. Time tu Hazami just came back from London.
Macam mana kau jumpa
dia adalah kawan baik pada kawan baik aku. So kawan baik aku yang knew I love music and dia tahu my passion for music and all that kan.
Bukan David Lim.
Dia kenalkan aku dan dia kata boleh tak tolong jual budak ni, my best friend. Dia memang bagus lah. So aku ni pula, kan aku cakap, I came from that background of R&B, soul, all those genres, and then balik jadi kepala rock, and backtrack sikit before I became a reporter, dulu Kelang tak ada scene tau, tak ada gig tau kat Kelang ni. Kelang memang macam saya cakap, Kelang ni orang tak pandang lah untuk gig. Kalau kau nak gig, KL ada banyak scene, ada hardcore scene lah, ada apa scene lah kan. But outside of KL, there was not really a healthy scene anywhere else in Klang Valley tau. So at that time, Subang underground scene baru nak start. So they started organizing gigs. So I thought, okay, I went mid-90s, sometime mid-90s. Time semua orang lepak SS15 kat Dari. 3 pagi, 4 pagi, 5 pagi lepas DV8 tengah makan roti canai sambil mabuk. Kan? That was a routine lah untuk zaman tu kan, DV8 kan. Semua balik boom bass tu apa semua. Lepas tu last spot DV8. Dah dum-dum kat sana tu pergi Dari makan.
Standard.
So in 1997 I was inspired because I went to one of the best live shows I've ever seen. And this was at Fire Discotheque lama tu. It was a Washington hardcore group called Fugazi. Memang legend lah. Fugazi ni legend lah. So, I got to see Fugazi live. Lepas tu, habis gig tu, aku dapat jumpa band. Aku dapat borak-borak band. And I wasn't pressed. I wasn't anybody lah. I was just a music lover lah. Masa tu dapat autograph dia punya lead singer, dapat borak dengan mereka kan. The lead singer yang Ke ada bagi kata-kata semangat apa semua. So that was my first brush with a musician that aku macam make my jaw drop lah. And because of that, we were inspired to start our own band lah. I had my own band back then lah. Tapi aku daripada dulu, okay, I am not musically literate
But you
aku
can
ni
dance.
jenis itu side skill lah. aku tak macam mana cakap. I'm not musically literate, but dia macam ni. I'm self-taught in the sense that because when you listen to a lot of music, right, consciously or subconsciously, you start picking up on patterns, you start picking up on an understanding of all the different genres. So you hear something, you know. So contohnya, I don't know about music technically. Walaupun aku buat sound audio engineering, konon aku music theory sampai grade 4. Tapi there was never hands-on on that side because there was more to music composition. So I was more into technical side. Aku the actual workings and mechanics of music itself, I was illiterate. But when you are music lover to that extent, macam mana cakap kalau orang bawa satu gitar mahal lah kan? Macam kau pergilah indie gig ke apa-apa kan, mesti ada anak orang kaya bawa gitar 12,000 ke 10,000 ke, bapak beli kan, walaupun haram boleh main 4 chord pun kan. I have this thing where even though I'm not musically literate, budak tu masa tengah main tu, aku dengar macam memang tengok, kau kenapa gitar dia sumbang dia tak tune gitar dia sial. I can hear that even though I don't understand what I'm hearing. I'm just like, is gitar dia sumbang tak? Because aku takut aku salah cakap, but I know that his guitar is something's wrong. So that gave me this understanding that I had something big. I had an advantage because of my love for music. So when I did the band pun, my kerja aku memang daripada dulu lah akulah producer, akulah manager, akulah jaga budak-budak aku. Dari segi tu, aku cari gig, aku yang craft the music, aku yang cari business opportunity, walaupun underground. So we started the first ever official gig in Klang. So in 1997 kita buat kalau siapa tahu Klang, MG Roller Disco Plaza Ciliong. Klang Parade. MG Roller Disco kat Klang Parade. Kat tingkat atas tu ada roller disco. Dengan tak tahu apa-apa, kita beranikan diri, okay, jom kita cari budak-budak band kat Kelang. So dapatlah kenal, we got 10 bands. We went to look for venue, we went to look for sound system. Tak pernah organize gig. The first gig we did was about 8 or 10 bands. More than 500 people came. That was a bloody success for bands yang satu band pun haram pernah perform live tau.
Dari mana diorang sampai ni? Where is people from?
Kita spread, kita old school. Kita buat poster, photostat dan berapa ratus keping. Pas saja kat budak-budak. Old school. And the gig was a success. And then dari sana kita kenal budak KL punya scene. Then kita faham, okay, ada politik. KL punya scene ni dia takkan bagi sebarangan orang masuk. Because dia ada kasta dia sendiri kat sana. Antara KL band pun dia tengok baru apa semua ada connection, ada kabel. So memang haram kita masuk. So we were like more invested into making our scene bigger than ever lah katanya. And kebetulan Subang was starting, so we were inspired by Subang. But we were lucky because at the same time, Zaman Pesawat was opening their gig as well. Dia start buka scene dia dah. Dia dah mula start buka scene dia. So we had an exchange program with Zaman Pesawat. Kita buat gig, kita panggil band Zaman Pesawat datang perform. Zaman Pesawat buat gig, dia panggil satu band Kelang perform. We started exchange program because masa tu kita semua macam trying to stay away from KL. Sebab KL dah macam terlalu established and they don't want to accept us. So it was good. That was my first lesson with all that lah. So that was my first run-in lah. So when I actually entered this industry as a journalist, I realized that, you know what, I've been doing the writing part. Why don't I go back to the music part? So when my friend asked for help with Hazami, aku macam, okay, jom lah. Bawa budak tu, aku nak jumpa dia. So aku jumpa Hazami, aku macam, alamak, budak ni boleh nyanyi ke? Tengok muka, unimpressed lah. Kan? Time-time tu, industri kita kalau kau tak ada muka, memang tak boleh jual lah. So memang aku minta dia duduk depan aku, okay, nyanyi. When he hit those high notes, aku macam, oh shit sial. I rekindled my love for R&B. So aku dah lama tinggal ni. Bila aku jumpa dia, okay, R&B pop, okay lah. Show me what you got. Dia start nyanyi lah. Macam, sial lah budak ni. Aku tak tahu budak Malaysia boleh nyanyi macam ni, sial. So I got excited. So that was what got me started on scouting and developing talent. So Hazami was my first. Second was Nikki Palikat. Nikki Palikat, I was covering Idol. Aku ingat lagi masa kita kat Johor. Fauzia Latif, who was one of the judges, cakap aku, Jo, aku rasa ada seorang budak ni kau akan minat lah. Suara dia memang your kind of shit lah, you know.
Siapa cakap ni? Fauzia Latif?
Fauzia Latif lah. So she was one of the doing the audition and all that kan. And she became one of the judges kan. So dia cakap aku ada seorang budak tabah ni, kita audition kat Sarawak. Memang dia power. Kau akan suka suara dia. Memang what you are looking for. Kau tengok dia punya audition episode minggu depan. So aku tengok lah. Aku tengok my jaw drop. So when the top 120 100 something came to KL kan, KL kan, aku pergi cari budak ni sampai jumpa. Budak tu baru turn 18 years old. Masa tu nama dia Nikki Palikat. So masa tu aku start jaga Nikki lah. And I was grooming Nikki and mentoring her and then I negotiated the deal with Ning and Associates and signed under Ning. Then we got the first album out, Maharani. And Maharani was also the breakthrough album for what became one of the hottest producers at the moment, or Mock lah. You know, especially when Charamut became such a big hit. And of course, the last artist that I mentored was Amir Jahari lah. Amir Jahari aku jumpa sebab aku di-call oleh Astro because I've been doing a lot of work behind the scenes. So masa masuk AF9 though, I was called by Astro and they offered me the job as consultant for the show to formulate a new approach lah. And when I was doing the audition, I came across Amir. And that's how I fell in love with suara dia lah. Suara dia memang, talent dia memang undeniable lah. Budak tu another level lah. It was not just the tone of the voice, it was also this unique styling, dia punya leanings, because dia ada macam, there's some pseudo jazz, bluesy, folksy touch, you know. And for a 18-year-old boy to have that maturity in the approach was crazy tau. Tapi kalau suruh dia nyanyi memang tak boleh lah. Tapi menari tak boleh lah. Dia memang not cut out for pop lah. You know. So after the during the competition, I kept my eye on him. Finally, he was eliminated sebab kononnya dia bukan K-pop, dia tak handsome apa semua. So then I took him on lah. And that's how we came up with the first album yang Alhamdulillah we came up with 5 singles from one album. A lot of people kata, oh ini tak boleh. Tapi we were like, when we did the album, kita kata kita main langgar ke. Mampus lah, kata tak boleh. We prove boleh. So we started with Tanpamu. Tanpamu went all the way AJL, tapi orang tak tahu the journey of Tanpamu. Tanpamu took 13 months before the song was a hit. 13 bulan.
What happened to it?
Tanpamu was unique because for the first 6 months after I release a song, kan biasa orang nak publicity kan. I'm in the media. And I could have gone that path. But I believe that Amir's music was a different case. So, bila kawan-kawan press kata, kau ada kebaruan, kau nak promote tak? Promote apa? Kau nak interview dia, letak cover, memang tak boleh cover lah, muka dia tak handsome. Tapi, what are you going to do? So, someone's going to read an article about artis baru, and what? And what? Do you think they're going to give time to hear this boy just because they read an article? So I said, no, you interview him when his song is a hit. For the first 6 months, I refused any interviews. I told Amir, no interviews. We are not going to do any interviews. We are not going to do that kind of promo. How we are going to promo is to sell your music. So we went entirely on my Twitter account. So time tu Twitter aku was about 270,000 orang. Sekarang is 140,000 lah. Sebab kan turun tak, sebab dia worldwide memang turun, sebab there was a time Twitter started flushing inactive accounts, bots. So, dia ni macam ni tau, kalau lagi popular account kau, lagi banyak bots ikut kau. Kau faham tak? Dia macam orang yang irritating, dia nak promote e-business dia tengok ada orang famous je, dia mesti follow dan message cakap, sis, cubalah dengan kita punya produk ni. It's something like that. But this is automated zaman tu lah. You know, so now it's about 140,000 lah. But I still have a very solid following sebab aku daripada 2001 aku dah memang blogger pun. Nama aku naik sebab outside of journalism and music, I was also active in social media from 2001. So because of that, I wanted to do something different. So I thought, we promote totally online. So promote melalui Twitter aku, and we just started pushing his music out, let people hear. And I was lucky because ramai orang seni follow account aku. So, yang mainstream ni tak pandang lah, tak heran. Sebab dia nak tengok nama, dia nak tengok popularity kan. A lot of people who noticed were the artistic ones. Yang buat drama, yang baru nak buat drama, yang buat short film. So, satu short film dengan drama, Jo, boleh pakai tak lagu anak kau? Okay. Pakai. So, tiba-tiba short film ni pakai lagu ni, pakai Tanpamu. Tiba-tiba ada satu drama kecil ni pakai Tanpamu. And it started escalating. You know, it became a cult hit. Sampai, if I'm not mistaken, XFM sebelum tutup, Tanpamu held one of the longest records at number 1.
Yeah.
Tak silap aku. So it was starting to vibe with a lot of the youngsters lah. You know, because it was a fresh sound. Time tu, orang kata Yuna, Najwa Latif kan. But to see a young boy that totally wasn't selling looks but entirely on music, you know, was something interesting for a lot of people lah, I guess. So you could see Amir starting developing his following, and tiba-tiba, you know, Amir along the way macam, alah, lagu ni kita dah push lama sangat sampai dah bosan dengan lagu tu, asyik nyanyi je kan. But aku cakap, I believe there is life in this song. You know, if you have a good song, you have to make sure you sell it until terjual lah. You know, kalau kau give up halfway, kau dah bazir that seketul tau. Nak buat satu lagu tu, kau dah invest that much, you have to make sure it's a hit. Kalau bukan hit, kenapa kau nak record? So because I knew that was a good debut single and I knew it would hit, so aku cakap, no, we are going to make sure this sells. Kan? Tak adalah berangan nak pergi AJL ke apa-apa. It's just macam, I know this song is a hit. So we kept pushing, and it was a slow process now. They start soundtrack me, soundtrack two. And there was some reasons why radio did not want to play that lah. Tak nak cakap lah. But whatever lah. Tak payah lah. But macam whatever. I mean, dia game macam ni tau. Orang kita selalu berumur, oh radio tak nak main. Pokemon lah kau. Radio tak nak main, so what? Kan? Radio is not the be all and end all. Tajuk albumnya Okay Boomer lah. Korang tak ada mindset nak jual outside of the ecosystem. At that time, everyone was so dependent on radio. Maka itu orang nak buat 90-10 lah apa semua. Aku dah macam, you don't understand the new ecosystem lah, the digital ecosystem. So, I had the guilt that I want to prove people that we can sell music online. That we can push it, Because what I saw the evolution was that radio was no longer creating hits. They were only playing hits. Kalau zaman dulu, lagu akan main kat radio sampai lagu tu jadi hit. They were creating the hits. They were telling people what music was good to listen to. But now, if you notice, radio is subject to advertisers, right? So to get advertisers, you need numbers. To need numbers, you need to play stuff that people already want. So we have to understand as a private corporate entity, a lot of radio stations are focused on the end goal lah, to play good music, to play popular music lah.
Popular music, yeah.
They don't want to risk, time playing something that's unestablished. And I understand that. So I never had problems with radio because of that. Because they knew that I would go to radio, kau tak nak main lagu aku, tak apa. It's okay. I'll come back with a better song, or I'll make this song a hit, and then you come to me. Itu cara aku. So, Alhamdulillah, we went to AJL. Immediately we released the second song, Penghibur Jalanan, boom juga. And then we released the third song, Gelisa. It was high rotation juga. And then we released the fourth song, Aku Juga Manusia. It went crazy. In fact, it became controversial because Aku Juga Manusia didn't even get into AJL. Padahal semua budget masuk AJL. But it was one single after another single, another single. Tapi itulah aku cakap, orang kita tak percaya kan benda tu can happen lah. Because they say, there's this unwritten rule. You cannot have more than two singles from one album. No need lah. If you think about it, right? Kau jangan kira orang yang buat single dan logokkan single tu jadi album tau. We're talking about someone releasing an album and then after that releasing the songs one by one. There's only one artist in Malaysia yang that level lah, Anwar Zain. Dia tunggu 3 tahun untuk keluarkan satu album. Bila keluarkan satu album tu, album dia akan tahan lifespan 3 hingga 5 tahun. Dah keluar satu single hit, diam untuk beberapa bulan, keluar lagi satu single, hit juga. Only Anwar Zain is at that level lah.
Hafiz Suhaib bukan macam tu ke?
Actually, Hafiz, a lot of his albums, macam saya kata, the songs were released as singles first and then compiled into album. Some, not all lah, but some, right? Another thing I don't want to include people like Hafiz is because Hafiz had a whole ecosystem and machinery behind him, aka Astro. We're talking about people with no muscle, whether it's a big management or a media company behind you. Any if you are juara AF, come on lah, tak payahlah sebut. Sebab kau recording deal, you get immediately, you work with the best producers, kau goyang telur je, kau tak buat apa-apa pun, kan? Kalau kau, come on lah, you tell me, AF1 sampai, AF1 tolak Vince tapi sebab Vince tak sign dengan Astro lah AF2 ke atas, everyone's debut album was a hit. Why? You have money thrown into your debut album, you have a ready fan following, you have a whole ecosystem of the media already supporting you. Everything promo kau je. So I don't want to go into that situation lah.
Tapi daripada album dia pertama keluar 2009, 4 years later, lagu dia Awan Nano tu menang juara lagu champion. I mean, there is something in there.
Yeah.
Dia ada satu lagu yang Ajay tulis tu, apa nama dia? I akan remember yang before Awan Nano, lagu tu tempat ketiga atau tempat kedua AJL.
Yeah. It was yearly annual thing lah.
Sebenarnya Jo, tadi yang earlier aku tanya kau pasal kau punya background in audio engineering tu, aku nak tanya soalan aku very very humble je. So kau punya RM35 punya mikrofon tu
ni kononnya kondenser. mental. Aku pasang kat bilik aku kena masuk dalam main cave aku. Kalau tak bunyi aircon aku semua keluar. Dia sensitif pada frekuensi yang paling bodoh pala di dunia. But here's the thing, it doesn't matter tau actually, because dia macam ni tau. There's a lot of software out there sekarang. Okay? If you can find a secure place yang tak terlalu bising, okay, and you can have just clean vocals, you can actually clean up the vocal track very easily with programs.
Yeah.
So it's not a problem. It's not the quality of the audio. I mean, there must be a certain level of quality lah, kan? Tapi it does what a mic does. If I record off a handphone, kan, and I send to someone, or if I have the software, I do it on my own, I can fix up those vocals be at least a decent quality. So that is bullshit when people say that you can't afford a good sound. Penipu, itu aja. Alah, ramai aja producer zaman awal 2000 pakai free sample buat lagu. Okey je. Aku tak nak sebut siapa lah kan. Nama studio besar gah. Tapi download free sample. Sampai aku dengar loop tu aku dah macam, weh, itu yang kau buat lagu, kedekutnya kau tak sanggup bayar. So it really is about ingenuity and creativity lah.
Ingenuity and creativity. Okay, tadi going back to music dari rumah tu, some of the product yang some people produce was macam bagus sangat lah. And then kita pun tahu apa microphones and what not they are using. Amazing kan? Baru daripada production yang bagus tu. Oh,
it's creativity lah. I'm proud because we divided into groups. Everyone handled different groups of artists lah. So I suggested my group. Kita semua ada cluster sendirilah. Matilah macam COVID-19 pula. Kita buat macam cluster lah. So meninggal lah kalau nak jaga 100, aku matilah kan. So okay, aku jaga 10, kau jaga 10, 15, kau jaga berapa, macam tu lah. So I am very, aku nitpick sikit tau. Kalau aku nak kerja dengan orang, aku kena pastikan orang tu inspire aku dulu. Aku ada satu PL aku yang memang macam tu lah. That's why bila orang tahu aku dah start managing professionally or mentoring professionally, orang tanya aku, kau tak nak manage artis lain ke? Kau manage artis orang je ke? Aku cakap, because I'm not a management outfit. I want to mentor talents kan. And even when I help also certain talents, I have to make sure that they inspire me. If I work with someone that's not inspiring only for money, I cannot work. That's why I don't take a lot of artists. That's why after Amir, aku stop kejap. Sekarang aku tak jaga siapa-siapa. Now I'm actually planning a professional outfit on my own lah. But in terms of talents, I haven't met people who inspire me yet. Aku akan sign a talent and groom a talent only when they inspire me. Hazami Nikki inspired me. Amir inspired me. So it's when it came to music dari rumah, I had different ideas in my head. So contohnya kalau kau tengok, aku ambil Elena Murang. Elena Murang ni adalah, dia main sape. And she is one of
aku tidak sempat lagi tengok dia. Ini kau punya care ni for music.
Under my cluster lah, under my cluster penyakit lah.
Okay. Yeah, alright.
So Elena ni pula aku jatuh cinta dengan permainan sape dia sebab masa aku buat lagu Amir Ingga tu, yang bahasa Sarawak tu, we called Elena to join our group. So aku nak test her out. So I love Elena because of that. And Elena ni dia bukan macam Jadi Kamil tau. Kalau Jadi Kamil yang main sape tu, Jadi Kamil uses a sape to go a more contemporary mainstream sound interpretation of the sape via using the sape. Macam Elena ni, dia memang main sape. She's one of the youngest and only female sape master. Okay. Dan dia betul-betul Diana Daniel.
Serius?
Dia mix orang putih kelabit.
Okay. Wow.
So she is gorgeous, she is artistic, she paints, she plays a sape, she sings. Tapi lagu-lagu dia is lagu-lagu rakyat yang memang tak kedengaran lagi. Ada bahasa yang digunakan pun sudah mati ataupun nak mati dah. dia masuk pedalaman belajar dengan all the original masters, dia berguru dengan mereka. So I love this girl because for a young girl below 30, it's amazing, you know. So I was inspired by her, so aku recommend dia, you know. This is really off the cuff, lain, you know, out of the box. And then aku call Aubrey Suito contohnya. So Aubrey, orang nak panggil artis popular. Aku tak nak, because for me Aubrey, I wanted to do an experiment with Aubrey. With Aubrey, I wanted to show that people behind the music are the real geniuses, not the artists. Not necessarily, bukan selalu artis atau penyanyi yang the genius. People forget about the producers or the musicians, or you know, I wanted to show a different part. And Aubrey is one of the most prestigious careers I can think of lah, in terms of the local production end lah. So I suggested let's do. I wanted him to do a showcase. So I was like, okay, I give you 45 minutes. I want you to do a showcase of your music. People know the music. People don't know the person behind the music. You know, they don't know you that well. They see you lah, Siti duduk belakang Siti ke apa kan. Now you sit in front, you have a spotlight. You call apa-apa penyanyi kau nak buat. So aku bangga lah, aku happy lah bila aku tengok dia punya production. Aku sampai cakap dengan Aubrey lah, habis je program dia, aku cakap, I'm so proud of you. Sebab kau satu-satunya boomer yang membuktikan kau boleh lawan yang budak-budak baru. And that is a good thing. Selalu bila aku anggap orang yang lebih veteran kan, hebat, dia tak berani saing dengan budak baru. Dia selalu akan inferiority complex tau. Budak baru ni tak ada technical skill lah, tak tahu tu lah, tak tahu ni. They immediately brush off these kids tau. But you can see a lot of these young kids are amazing. They are killing the older competition. Aubrey is one of those from the older generation yang his quality is so undeniable. It doesn't matter how groundbreakingly creative you are as a young part coming into this industry, you cannot stand up to him. Yeah. He doesn't let technology hold him down. He keeps in touch everything. So I was proud of his showcase because for me it was a very polished showcase of music. And then aku ambil AG ada show dengan band Hujan lah. Tapi cakap AG, aku nak kau dengan band-band kau yang orang tak tahu. I want you to do a masterclass how to do recording dari rumah. So his was another concept. And then siapa lagi ya? Z Avi was supposed to macam jadi a guest for Elena Murang to do that Sarawak side.
Was supposed to be a guest.
So then lepas tu Z cakap aku, kau tak nak ajak aku menyanyi ke? Aku cakap, kau tak mampu bayar kau lah. You know, for me, let's be realistic lah. I can afford you, I cannot afford you now. Kan? Dengan bajet yang kita ada, kita nak tolong seramai musician yang mampu, we cannot afford to pay you guys. And plus, both of you don't owe anything to the music industry. You know, you went out and ventured into the US and all that, all on your own. The music industry, you don't owe anything to the Malaysian music industry. You know, you made your path to success on your own. You know, so I cannot expect you to do a favor for the Malaysian music industry lah kan. Tapi dia seronok sebab dia rasa apa yang kita buat tu pelik, berani dan lain. So she said, aku dah. And I love Z.
Dia based in Malaysia ke based in somewhere else?
Dia dah balik sini dah sekarang.
Balik sini.
Dia balik sini buat sementara sebelum dia nak rancang dia punya next move lagi lah. So
Dia based kat mana before this?
She was based in LA before this, tak silap aku. Dia dengan Yuna duduk kat LA, tak silap aku. Because she was under Brushfire Records. And Z memang untuk aku, I think she is one of the most commercially successful artists to cross over from the independent scene, because aku ingat lagi tahun album first ke album second dia keluar. Tahun album mana keluar? No, it was book of William Johnson, I think. William Johnson. Morris Johnson? Oh shit, okay. Memalukan, aku tak ingat nama. Dah tua dah. Okay, but I remember there was one of her albums yang keluar aja at the end of the year, kan orang selalu the top 10 best albums of the year apa semua kan. So, you know wire service ada Reuters, AP, AFP apa semua kan. So AP put together their top 10 albums of the year, must listen. Top 10 albums of the year. Okay, this is an international organisation yang memang tak bias ya. So AP came out with their top 10 and Z Avi's album was there. Z Avi album duduk satu tangga bawah like Eyed Peas, Elephant. as one of the albums that must be listened to for the whole year. So for me, I was like, Z is still at that level where she has really gone there, lah. And to have her on board was good, but what made it fun was because her creativity, makcik tu gila sikit. Sebab orang lain kan biasa kalau buat muzik dari rumah, buat perform depan phone macam tu aja kan. Dia tak ada, dia gigih. Dia guna dia punya, dia gear dia tak banyak. Dia ada buat kamera, ada apa semua kan. Dia record lah muka dia, guna laptop apa semua, dia mix down everything semua. Dah buat dia punya mix dah kan. Dia dah buat mix dia dah. Lepas tu, what she did was, dia buat macam Hindustan lah. Dia buat playback.
Aku tak dengar.
Can you hear me?
Dia buzzing. Kenapa kau punya bateri dah habis?
Okay. My earphone bateri habis.
Okay.
Kau boleh dengar tak?
Dengar. Okay.
Ada batin lagi
Kena belakang sikit apa? Okay.
Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah.
So Z was interesting for me because Z, what she did was, with the minimal gear that she had, kan, dia record everything dulu. So audio wasn't the best because she didn't have any amazing equipment lah. Dan dia buat perungas seorang diri. Tapi yang aku interested dengan Mina ni, I think she changed the game was, dia bubuh kamera dia kat sana, dia record setiap lagu, dia buat music video, mini music video. So dia buat satu sudut rumah dia kat sini, dia buat macam set music video. Dan dia buat kat satu sudut rumah ni, dia buat macam music video. Dia sampai tahap dia punya creativity kan. Orang kalau kat rumah mesti jam kan. Macam aku berdiri atau duduk kat sini depan kamera, aku record dah lah kan. That's it kan. Dia dengan lighting dia, dengan dia pinjam projector, minta budak kita kuliah projector apa semua kan. Pancarkan dia punya visual semua. Aku macam, weh, Mina ni all out sial. That she was into the artistic interpretation of the song visually. So I was like, okay, this is stepping up the game. So Music dari Rumah was interesting because I saw the creativity of a lot of people in different ways. Other people were defeated and go like, oh, I don't have this, buat ala smil, buat karaoke, whatever lah. There were a few like that lah that were not inspiring at all. And then there were the Aubreys and the AGs and the ZRVs and the Izats who were totally amazing. You can see the production is another level. But it's interesting lah. And aku rasa benda ni, like you said, is a learning curve. So I don't judge people for their content or the quality of it or lack of. What I judge them is their drive and their initiative. Macam aku bagi contoh one of the more veteran artists, Salamiah Hassan. Okay. Mama Salamiah Hassan guna iPhone dia, duduk dia nyanyi pun wow. Kau tahu tak? This is a 68-year-old Mama. Sorry Mama kalau salah umur If I'm not mistaken, she's 68 years old.
Discount lagi 7 tahun lah. That's how
but she looks 68 lah. Tapi if I'm not mistaken, Mama sorry kalau aku salah umur, kalau Mama tengok But what interested me about Salamiah was dia ambil benda ni sebagai cabaran. Sebab dia tak pernah buat benda macam ni kan. Dia ambil sebagai cabaran. Jody, boleh tak Mama buat macam ni. Dia hantar file, test file lagi tau. Okey tak? Audio boleh tak dengar?
Dia pakai apa?
Dia pakai handphone aja. Handphone bubuh stand macam ni, record macam ni aja. So dia hantar, okey tak? Boleh nampak Mama tak? Lighting okey tak? Audio boleh dengar tak? Ada buzzing sikit lah Mama, tapi we can try and clean up lah. But what interested me was, despite not having the gear, because dia tak plan on doing anything kan, what interested me was the fact that she had this fire to try and take on the challenge. And that impressed me as much as Aubrey and all that. So really, it's about your effort as opposed to just the result. So like you said, it's a learning curve. What disappointed me, Music dari Rumah, was some did not want to rise to the challenge. Ada yang tak nak make the effort pun.
Tak tahu kot, tak ada idea.
Yeah, I mean, but kau orang kreatif kot. Kau orang seni kot. Apa alasan kau?
Alah. Nanti jap, curious. So, macam Kak tadi tu dia punya music background semua daripada mana? I mean dia punya music.
Dia main, entahlah dia main kat speaker ke apa, music -1 tu, dia nyanyi aja.
Macam tu.
Itu aja yang dia mampu buat sebab dia punya keadaan kan. Keadaan
Hazami
dia
Hasan.
mampu kan.
I
Tapi
see. Aku ingatkan dia boleh dia dengar je pakai headphone, dengar the music, just record the vocal je, lepas tu hantar kepada producer akan add in the music. Tak macam tu je.
Dia main macam -1, dia nyanyi on top macam tu. Tapi
Siapa
sebab
yang
dia
siapa yang clean up, siapa yang produce, siapa yang clean up dia punya?
Tak ada. As is.
Ya ke?
Cuma kita boleh buat minimal touch up lah. Minimal touch up kita macam just clear out the buzzing or the humming or the little noise at the background. We can clean up a bit in post, but not much lah. But it was decent lah. For me, it was not the best in terms of production quality. But for me, Hazami Hasan is an example of how most senior artists should not look at technology or the evolution of what we are doing as something that defeats them.
Yeah.
They should embrace it. And I love her spirit. Aku cakap Hazami Hasan has the best spirit sebab dia macam dia tak ada intimidated. I know some seniors were like, macam mana Allah tak boleh pergi studio dan ini. I'm like, try lah, just try. They don't even want to try. Hazami Hasan was just like, okay, I'm going to do it. Dia orang pertama hari ni cakap esok dah record dah. Hantar sampel. Boleh tak?
Dia nyanyi berapa lagu?
Mama Salabia dia set 30 minit. Sebab kita ada 3 jenis persembahan. 15 minit, 30 minit, 45 minit. Because what we wanted to do was the 45 minute-nya was a whole showcase lah. Kalau kau tengok macam Opry-nya kan. That 45 minute was like a whole program. Very the quality was higher lah. The half an hour sets were more those who had the material to go for half an hour, and also they had something different about their music that represented the music industry best lah. The 15 minutes one was everyone else lah that couldn't fit in. No, because tak adalah, bukan nak menghina. Dia macam dia sebenarnya tak ada penghinaan pun nak buat 15 minit, because dia macam ni tau. Ada macam, sebab kita ambil across the board tau. So kita ada mainstream artist, kita ada veteran artist, kita ada indie artist, right? We have pop musicians, club musicians, instrumentalists, artis Cina, artis India, budak YouTube. Kita total 136 persembahan melibatkan lebih 300 performer across the board. Tak ada satu kelompok yang dominate. Kita tak nak satu kelompok dominate. Because music is so diverse. Bila kau kata music Malaysia, first of all, music Malaysia, kau nak kata, kau ada rap, kau ada rock, kau ada pop, kau ada dangdut, kau ada nasyid. There is so much genres out there, number one. Number two, kita punya music ada berapa bahasa. In PM, in English, in Chinese, in Indian, doesn't make them less Malaysian kan? Lepas tu, jangan fikir mainstream aja. Fikir the non-mainstream genres. Lepas tu, pop and club musicians yang YouTube or social media famous. Music makers, bedroom musicians. There are a lot of different layers of the music industry. And itu adalah satu kesilapan orang kita. Orang kita selalu pandang pada artis sahaja. Artis rakaman is not 100% the Malaysian music industry. Artis sahaja atau penyanyi sahaja does not represent even 10% of our industry. Okay? We are talking about the different languages, genres. Itu baru performer, baru musician, singer, band kan. When you say music industry, you are talking about arrangers, you are talking about producers, you are talking about sound engineers, you are talking about your live production backline. So when you talk about the music industry, orang selalu limit it to artis. Itu kesilapan artis orang kita lah. Shallow lah orang kita ni.
Joe, sekarang ni with this COVID-19 dan with this COVID-19 yang kita semua tak sangka 2020 will be like this. Kita imagine dulu ada flying cars lah, kalau lapar makan pil saja kenyang sebulan. And none of them. Rupanya 2020 kita, wawasan 2020 kita adalah COVID-19. Macam mana engkau foresee what is going to happen to the music industry in the next 6 to 2 years? Tak ada live shows, tak ada.
There would have that, like I told you, and I've been arguing with a lot of people lah. Untuk 12 bulan akan datang ni, jangan terlalu harapkan ada konsert, ada live show. Jangan terlalu harapkan lah. Buat sekarang, we have to understand this is the new normal. Okay? And even when we start having that back again, walaupun kerajaan benarkan dan industri dah ready pun, kita kena faham there is a psychological barrier tau. So, macam aku cakap lah, macam contohnya lah, kau berani ke nak pergi konsert dengan bini kau 6 bulan dari sekarang?
Tak ada.
Nak bersesak dengan beribu orang semua. Kan? Selagi tak ada vaksin, at the back of your mind, celaka kalau aku pergi sana, naya je aku kena COVID.
Aku tadi, bini aku first time dia keluar rumah setelah 2 bulan, dia kena pergi office dia. Lepas tu dekat office dia decided dia nak pergi beli some grocery lah. Dia balik rumah, dia cakap, macam mana kalau I ada COVID lah?
Exactly.
Dia dah ketakutan dah tadi.
That's the problem with our industry lah. Orang tak faham kan that we have to be realistic. We need a workable alternative for the next 12 months at least.
What is the workable alternative right now?
Digital.
How? What kind of digital?
Streaming. What we are doing for music. Okay, dia macam ni tau. The world is grappling with the new normal. So when I say the new normal, even the American music industry or the UK music industry, anywhere in the world, kan, everyone is struggling to find an answer. Here's the thing. COVID-19 is a hard reset for every single industry in the world, not just the music industry. With respect to the music industry pula, benda ni sebenarnya macam mana cakap it is something that we are experimenting as we go along. The reality is digital is the biggest and most likeliest option at the moment. Yelah, kalau macam mana lagi kau nak tengok show kalau bukan in person? Streaming lah. And the thing about streaming technology is, it is very young. And a lot of people, and it has been developing. Behind the scenes, it's been developing before COVID. But in Malaysia especially, not a lot of people embrace that digital shift. Now with COVID, kau nak, kau tak nak, kau terpaksa.
You have no choice.
You have no choice. So everyone is struggling. So the curve is there now. Ada yang tak reti langsung, yang baru nak belajar basic. Ada yang basic dah ada, dah selalu buat Insta video atau Facebook live, setakat pacak macam tu, lepas tu kat laptop nyanyi apa, but they don't know how to go beyond that next level. And then you have those who have been doing it remotely for years. Macam I know, for example, kalau kau tengok produk kamar seni lah, AG Kamar Seni ada dia punya own YouTube, di mana dia ada kamar seni punya produk. Okay. Some of his stuff, he records remote, you know. So dia dah biasa dah, aku record track ni, aku send musician ni. Aku record ni, aku send track ni, you know. So macam, benda tu is, for him, he's been doing it for the longest time. So that's why you can see dia punya game kan, dia dah lepas the technical standpoint, sekarang dia fikir visual, sekarang dia fikir editing, you know. Dia dah start trying to develop a capsule. So it really is an evolution. It's an evolution. What will happen, what is the answer? All I can say is streaming. How? There is a few ways I have in mind, but we don't know if that's the actual answer. Okay. So and the thing is, if you don't try, you don't know. Sebab aku bagi contoh kita, ada orang cakap dengan aku, alah ni, pantang kau jatuh. Dah jatuh dah Wonder Woman.
Ada hantu.
Wonder Woman aku jatuh. Biasalah. So, macam, in terms of music, ada orang macam mengkritik lah, cakap, alah, music dari rumah tak adalah unik mana pun. Benda ni ramai dah start buat Insta video, Facebook video dah, Facebook live dah. Aku cakap, yelah, streaming ni, sejak wujud internet orang dah buat dah. So nothing is new. But how you use it and the application of it and the execution of it is what matters. So music dari rumah, kalau kita tengok macam zaman sekarang memang orang cakap berlambak konten kat luar tu. Orang buat daripada rumah kan, kat time PKP ni kan. Masalahnya kau tengok konten dia. Konten dia straightforward, dia duduk, aku nak jamming, nak buat lagu ni, nak nyanyi lagu ni, dah, habis. You know, what we wanted to do was have content that's relatable to the existing viewer base. That's why kita package, kita buat the graphics, the montage, the breaker kat tengah. You know, we advise artists, okay, momentum of their set list. What we did was we structured it to be like a program on its own. A digital program. Not setakat duduk sana nyanyi. It's not just duduk nyanyi tau.
Apa yang diproduce ni hanya dikeluarkan di YouTube. Kenapa dia tidak dikeluarkan di RTM since this is with KKMM
Kementerian Komunikasi dan Multimedia.
Okay. Kenapa tak dikeluar di RTM juga?
I think some of the content can come out on regular programming.
Right.
But that was not the aim of Muzik dari Rumah. The aim of Muzik dari Rumah masa I came up with the idea. Like I said, we were supposed to do Hari Muzik Malaysia, and then benda ni was interrupted by COVID. Disebabkan COVID, it was postponed. So
bukan langkah Sheraton
apa dia? Okay. So but I mean, the structure of the organization of how we were going to do the event was already there. You know, Hari Muzik Malaysia. So when that got postponed, and masa tu orang kecoh pasal artis sibuk minta bantuan lah, apalah, tak malu lah and all that. I told KKMM, no, you can't postpone. You can postpone Hari Muzik Malaysia, but you have to do something right now. You know, because let's be honest, you know, COVID start mengganas March, kan. Tapi ramai orang tak ada job sejak Disember, Januari lagi. Sebab konsert, show memang kurang, you know. So, aku cakap dengan KKMM, orang industri muzik ni, kita lain sikit tau. Aku tak kisahlah orang nak kutuk orang pelakon ke apa-apa, itu bukan industri kita. So, itu kau deal sendiri lah, kau punya masalah hidup lah. We have our own problems. But when it comes to musicians, I told KKMM, kita ni kan, orang muzik kita ni kan, we don't ask for handouts. Kita ni ada maruah tau. Kita nak berkarya. Kita tak perlukan diberikan, you know, RM500 macam ni. If we can work, we will work. And we can work. Digital. So I suggested the streaming from home service, program kind of thingy. I crafted a whole, dengan Melaka Boy sekali, we discussed how we do it. And Kimi joined in. You know, we discussed about how we would approach it and all that. And KKMM loved the idea. So the main idea was, number one, kita secara tak langsung memberikan peluang untuk anak seni muzik kita untuk membuat persembahan like normal, except in a new way. You know, it's a job, you know, it's a job. It pays. Secondly, and most importantly, KKMM, nama pun Kementerian Komunikasi dan Multimedia. Okay, they've been talking about 5G lah, apa semua kan. So I told them, this is getting, kalau industri lain berdegil nak duduk zaman batu lagi, orang muzik, kita nak maju secepat mungkin. We don't want to get left behind. So, like we talked about, some people were still on a learning curve and all that kan. This is a chance for them to learn. The ones who are just starting, they get to learn. The ones who dah pro sikit tu, they get to step up their game. You know, secara tak langsung, we are promoting the digital culture as well. You know, when we promote that digital culture in that way, there is competition to try and improve our output, our creative output. So it becomes better lah as we do it kan. Kalau kau tak buat, you don't improve. So this is a chance for them to do it. So this is the first iteration, the first version lah kira. InsyaAllah lepas ni kalau kita ada beberapa perancangan lagi, so Muzik dari Rumah is experiment 1.0 lah. InsyaAllah ada 2.0 pula lah.
Aku nak cari jalan macam mana aku nak bawa masuk lah lagu-lagu lirik Ed Samad lah.
Boleh, it's not impossible. But like I said lah,
ada siap storyline dia semua.
It's not impossible. Because like when I wanted Aubrey to do it, I wanted the story to be focused on him, you know. And AG walaupun dia ada show Hujan, aku nak dia ada macam his own personal session because I know he's good online. So it was also to serve to inspire people as well kan. So benda tu is exposing the people behind the music. And I would love to work with, if kita dapat buat 2.0, 3.0, you know, step up the game kan. I would love to do with songwriters, with lyricists yang solely focus on that craft, you know. And it is possible. But macam aku cakap lah, music dari rumah is only a first step. Kita pun bantu pun dalam 300 lebih performer aja. Kita ada beribu performer kot.
Joe, is TV station and TV and radio dead or dying?
Never.
Dead and dying? No.
No.
They will still be around. Despite having internet, YouTube, the streaming platform and whatnot.
Radio and TV will exist as long, just like every other industry, they will exist as long as they innovate and they evolve. And you can see that TV and radio are now moving into the digital territory dah pun. They have their own streaming platform, they have their own podcast, you know. So they are trying to find their way to go into that. Macam aku cakap kau, surat khabar. Surat khabar, dulu kau bangun pagi, kau baca surat khabar. Sekarang, surat khabar yang terbaru, surat khabar Cina satu dengan The Age, dah stop print. 2 tahun lepas, kita Mail dah stop print, fully digital. So, people are, all the different industries are acclimatizing themselves to the new digital age. And the reality is, every industry will have to do that sooner or later. So, music, we have been faster than film or TV. Kalau macam film dengan TV sekarang semua mati kutu. Nak buat drama macam mana? Nak buat filem macam mana? Kan? Ada PKP ni semua tak boleh buat. But music somehow, because we've been doing experimentations, we are able to do it. So every industry will evolve. TV and radio is still relevant. But
the radio, I can see that they're going to be around for much longer time because the accessibility of radio. TV, okay, macam anak aku yang youngest 10 years old, dia tak faham tengok konsep TV, linear TV ni, whereby setiap 10 minit ada advertisement. The konsep tak masuk dalam otak dia.
Aku bergerak ni, kau abaikan aja sebab aku duduk ni, aku sakit belakang dah. Orang tua, aduh Allah, dengan nak bawa charger. Okay, teruskan. Yeah, you talking about anak kau.
Let's be more direct lah. Macam RTM 1, 2 dan TV3 dan Astro, diorang boleh survive ke Joe? With the onslaught of these streaming companies like Netflix, you never know, Hulu pun probably gonna come in soon. Ui, apa benda tu atas tu? Macam toyol.
That's my bed, atas. Itu aku cakap. Don't mind me lah, aku memang
Joe, ini pasangan rumah tangga bising tu kalau kat atas tu Joe. Kerekek.
Tak adalah sangat.
Tak adalah sangat.
Jangan sebelum aku punya phone disconnect. Okay. Sempat selamatkan. Okay, sorry, you were saying? Bodoh lah. Okay, you were saying?
So, TV macam linear TV ni. Kau percaya diorang boleh survive lagi?
I believe they can, and I believe they will, because like I said, it's adapting. And on top of that, pantang kau bodoh, memang aku. On top of that, you have to understand one thing. If you want to say that TV will die because of streaming, right, it will take a very long time.
Longer time, okay.
No, just like radio, you know. You say you believe radio will survive because radio is still sort of relevant and will continue because of accessibility, kan?
Kau boleh masuk kereta, kau boleh dengar. Okay, but people, macam aku specifically, I've not listened to radio for the longest time because aku masuk kereta je, aku terus on aku punya Spotify or Apple Music. In fact, YouTube, aku drive while not watching, listening to YouTube, to podcast and whatnot.
See?
And
itu sebab your adoption. No, because your adoption rate is at that level. Kau faham tak?
I see. But
You are one of those people yang dah evolve and dah ikut rentak sekarang tau.
but
Like
50%
me,
of us tak ada
forget 50%. There's more than 50% that are not doing it yet.
Oh, okay.
We cannot be, even though aku advocate digital lah, even though aku very digital centric, fokus pada soal lifestyle digital dan execution tu,
But
aku kena terima hakikat traditional medium is still there and it will be there for a long time. Aku bagi contoh kat engkau lah kalau kita kata macam AJL because it's shown on TV is dead kan, they are still doing 6-7 million viewership, tak berganjak.
occasionally
How?
once every 6 months ke, those kind of event you can pull the crowd lah because of the nostalgic reason ke.
Drama masih bertahan.
Drama bertahan lagi.
Drama masih bertahan. Their viewership still in millions. 4, 5, 6 million still ada. So dia macam ni lah. Dia macam ni. Kita kalau kau lebih urban, rumah dah ada wifi, dah ada Unify, kau dah subscribe Netflix. Kalau kau kedekut pun kau boleh tengok YouTube kan. Tapi pada kebanyakan orang pada orang kebanyakan lah, dia masih tengok RTM, tengok TV3, tengok NTV, tengok ATV, and that will never change. You know, it is the basis of everything. But here's the but. What traditional media finds hard is advertising, because most brands are finding it more smarter to focus their resources on digital advertising. Now that's the game changer, because dia macam ni lah. Kalau dulu nak buat iklan, satu iklan TV $100,000, betul tak? The music lah, editing lah, visual lah, shots apa semua. Kau nak beli airtime satu slot $10,000, betul tak? So now most advertisers are smarter. Kenapa aku nak berpuluh-ribu untuk 30 second slot, you know, on a national TV yang, let's say I can reach 6 million people, right? But for that 30 seconds, you will see it once. And it already cost me berapa puluh ribu for that one slot. Belum lagi kalau nak repeat kan. So if I were an advertiser, I would rather put it on YouTube. I can, for 10,000, I can have my ad spam your YouTube every time you turn on. Kau faham tak? So, the shift of advertising dollars tu is what is the real problem. You get what I mean? It's not the viewers tau. The numbers are still there. The money is not there. That's why even macam Media Prima recorded losses.
Right.
Despite kau nampak branding iklan tetap, iklan 10 minit, tunjuk filem drama 5 minit, iklan lagi 10 minit. Walaupun nampak pack kan. But they are facing so much competition because the affordability is different. People are slowly shifting to the digital sphere. So their challenge is...
Hence, that's how they will die. Because no advertiser.
If they die, it's only because of advertiser.
Not because of the viewers are not there anymore.
No. Viewers will always be there. Makcik-pakcik kat Felda Keratung tu masih nak tengok TV. Kau pergi, Makcik Kia ke Pak Saleh yang tengah tak ada duit lah. But you know, kau faham maksud aku kan? Hang cuba balik kampung, kalau macam hang balik ke utara ke selatan ke apa-apa kan, ke kanan ke kiri kan, whatever lah.
Ke sana,
kalau
ke sini.
Kau make a road trip, you know, nak balik kampung contohnya kan, kau stop kat gerai Tom Yam ke kedai makan tepi jalan semua kan, they're not watching HBO or Cinemax. They are watching TV1. They are watching TV3. That is what the masses are watching. You have to acknowledge that. Our people selalu silap. Dia sama dia terlalu, things will never change. Or, things will change and everything will die. Kita selalu on two extremes tau. We have to remember that life isn't about extremes. You get what I mean? The digital revolution is on the way. And it will impact all of us to a certain extent.
Right.
But the traditional mediums will always exist as well. TV has survived for what? When was TV invented? Dah berapa ratus tahun? Dah 100 tahun lebih. 100 tahun? 100 tahun lah. Or so lah. Likewise radio. 100 plus years, 200, whatever lah. You know? So, it's not going to die. It's the primary form that we have right now.
Yeah, in fact in the 90s dulu pun kita ingat cinemas the cinemas will die, kan? And then
we thought when we thought VCR dah ada pula, bila ada video dah, kita ingat tak ada orang nak pergi panggung. Betul tak?
Betul.
And it still survive. Music pula, kita dulu bawa Walkman kan. Oh, aku ada Walkman. Aku dah boleh hear music on the go. You know, I don't need to hear radio. I have on demand. Walaupun kena guna pen, on demand. You know. And then when CDs came, it was, I don't even need to use a pen, on demand dah. I got my track. And that evolution has, with every evolution, everyone says something is going to die.
Yeah, and still radio survives.
Exactly. And it will always survive. You know, those are basic forms that will not die. But yeah, it depends. The scale of their survival will depend on how they evolve as well. So macam kau tengok contohnya lah, Astro Radio for example, your Era and all that kan. Kalau kau tengok macam Era and all that, they have ventured into the digital space. They are doing competitions and content online. They are They are doing podcasts. They are doing exclusive online only material. You know, and that's how it's going to be. They have to offer value added.
Diorang punya radio listeners and move to this digital media ke juga, ataupun they
Contohnya hang tengah driving lah kan. Hang nak YouTube ke apa-apa ke, fine. You can sort of find random music. But if you want to know what's happening around the country, you still have to listen to radio. Because you want to know what kebanyakan is listening to. Betul tak?
Correct.
And kalau let's say kau tak on kau punya radio tuner kat kereta kau pun, kau nak pakai smartphone kau bosan, kau kat hospital pun kau ada headphone kau pasang Era online, kau streaming je. Ramai orang ada unlimited data. They can just listen to what's going on. You know, and there are different ways to approach things lah. And I think you see that's the thing about evolution. You know, it doesn't kill off things, but it will stunt your growth. So, for example, our music industry has not been growing because we have not explored those options yet. Untuk aku, the limitations of options are what it won't kill us, but it will limit. Like orang cakap lah, orang dah tak beli album, nanti orang tak buat music. No such thing lah. Music will never die. There will always be music. You know, it's just whether it's thriving or not. So whether it thrives or not depends on how fast and how well we evolve. Itu aja. Sebenarnya, tiap benda tu ada evolution. Kita dah, kau tak payah nak cakap engkau lah Aku muda daripada engkau. Tapi aku dah hidup melalui 8-track cartridge. Vinyl. Okay. Vinyl, 8-track yang cartridge yang kedabak masuk player. Also, I've gone through that. I've gone through cassette. I've gone through CD. I've gone through mini disc. I've gone through MP3. You know, in kita, especially kita ni zaman ni, we are fortunate because we are the bridging gap now. We have come from the ancient all the way to the current. You know, we are the lucky generation because we have lived through all these formats. And if you remember, every format that they introduce, we are always told that this will be the future. But the future just evolves. It just evolves. Listening to music, our version of Spotify back then was pergi kedai kaset kita, bang, I nak lagu ni, tulis senarai, RM10, esok dia dubbing semua dalam anti kaset. Betul tak? Menipu kalau tak buat.
Yelah, setiap minggu aku buat tu.
Walaupun haram kan?
Setiap 2 minggu. RM8 kan? RM8 untuk berapa banyak lagu?
Depending on quality. Depending on quality.
Ya, betul. 80 minutes atau 120 minutes punya tape. Oh, those were the days lah.
Technology evolves. Back then, masa kita buat benda tu, orang cakap artis akan mati. Sebab artis album dah tak laku. Orang kata artis akan mati sebab kaset jual kat pasar malam. Tapi masa tu album so selling 300,000. So kata macam tu 300,000 album boleh jual. Siapa yang tak jual 300,000? Kau nak cakap for you to see feminine semua pun, they easily sold over 200,000 each. Kalau tak silap aku.
Yalah.
Betul tak?
Betul.
Ella punya album dulu semua above 300,000.
Bila kau sebut feminin, dia macam mengimbau kenangan silam untuk aku. Adakah kau merasa satu
Next. Anjing. Kamu kenapa sih? Mau cari gaduh ya? Anjing.
Okey. Tapi betul. Betul lah. Macam tadi cakap aku cakap aku dengar Spotify je. Sebenarnya tak juga. Bila aku nak dengar what's going on in our country, aku dengar BFM. Yalah, betul. Kita, I mean, kita masih perlu dengarkan radio, the accessibility dia. Jo, sekarang ni aku tak tahu Malaysia ni macam mana sebenarnya. Macam Asia, macam dahsyat sangat aku ni kan. Aku dengar podcast, aku tengok YouTube, aku dengar pada talk shows and whatnot. Is this something yang hanya berlaku pada aku ataupun generation sekarang dah move into mendengar benda-benda macam ni je, Jo?
I think it's a personal journey for everyone. I think it's a personal journey for everyone when people are searching for knowledge or are searching for more information. They will start venturing into different resources. That's it, you know. It's not a generational thing. It's something that will eventually happen. It's not. For me, it's not.
Kalau you can find demographic for what age group will be listening to this kind of podcast or will be listening to podcast. Tak ada
Kalau demografik tu memang akan ada target audience lah. Macam contohnya kalau kau cakap BFM is talk radio. So talk radio, dia like they were set up to be a business station, right? So obviously they were targeting your middle to upper M40 to T20 lah, kan? Okay. And the corporates lah. So that is their target audience. So demographic memang akan ada, but what I meant is when it comes to the execution of that kind of platform, when you talk about podcast, right? It's not a generational thing. I know people listen to podcasts for various reasons, because podcasts and things like podcasts or YouTube, right? Mereka offer this whole variety of topic now. Contohnya lah, walaupun saya subscribe Amazon, saya subscribe Amazon Prime dengan Netflix, saya ada Hit TV apa semua kan. Haram aku pernah tengok. Aku Netflix ada tengok sikit lah, you know, sekali-sekala, sebulan mungkin 2 kali, you know. But generally, setiap malam, I watch YouTube. Because YouTube has content that I cannot get elsewhere.
Betul.
Kau faham tak? I'm searching for specific content. So macam specific content, contohnya macam I will look for behind the scenes, contohnya making of certain movies, because I want to see how the execution in terms of visual. The next moment aku tengah tengok DIY, you know, tiny home living. Macam mana satu van boleh tukar nak jadi satu rumah with fully functioning, you know. Next moment, how to live off the grid katanya. Next moment, I'll be looking at a YouTube yang macam just exploring new products. You know, it's very random. And for me, I watch it because, in my understanding is, why I watch it is because it offers me alternative content that are not traditional. This is the only place I can get it. That's all. So I think that comes with not age, but I think that comes with a person or an individual's ability to digest information and whether they seek it or not. Untuk aku lah.
Banyak tak golongan macam ni, Jo? Ataupun ini memang niche, terpencil?
Not niche. It's not niche. It's not niche.
It's not. Quite common.
It's quite common. It's not the macam saya cakap, it's not the controlling numbers lah. It's definitely not the mass lah. But not yet, not in Malaysia, not yet. Sebab kita punya negara pun sekarang orang masih ramai yang data pun ada kuota lagi. Not everyone uses broadband unlimited. Not everyone phone dia unlimited. Kau tahu tak? Walaupun dah murah, macam aku punya Yung Mobile contohnya lah kan. Aku unlimited streaming contohnya. But Aku bayar dalam RM70 lebih, 70 lebih ringgit sebulan aja. Kan? But not everyone is doing that. Some people are still restricted by quota and all that. I think habits will change when our internet penetration becomes a little bit more better lah, and also our speed lah. You know? So there's a lot of factors lah.
Okay, sorry. Ini the previous government. I'm not saying that I want to talk about politics. YB Gobin dulu dia try to menurunkan harga internet dan sebagainya. Tapi tidak fully berjaya lah. But somewhat successful lah. To a certain degree.
Yes. Itu benar. That's for sure. He started something lah.
Engkau rasa with the new minister, trend tu akan berjalan, I mean internet kita akan tambah baik atau tidak? Rasa-rasanya lah. Aku tak tahu ini sensitif ke tak sensitif soalan ni.
Aku boleh jawab dengan satu perkataan. Tapi aku kafir lah, so aku jawab tu jangan carut aku lah. Allah. Itu jawapan aku. Put it this way lah. Whoever is in positions of power, kalau mereka peka pada perubahan, kalau mereka peka pada kehendak, they will be doing it. That's all I can say. You know, if there's a will, there's a way. And if they notice that the world is going towards 5G, it's faster connections, affordable connection, accessibility to the internet. Because kau kena ingat we still have a mindset that internet is a luxury tau. Internet is not a luxury. Internet has now become a necessity. Whether we like it or not. You know, ada orang yang mungkin kata internet tu necessity pada otak kau. Makan minum necessity, rumah necessity. But imagine kalau kau PKP, kau tak boleh kerja daripada rumah, kau nak cari makan macam mana? So tell me about whether it's a necessity now. You know, a lot of people lost their jobs, a lot of people cannot work because of COVID, because of PKP. But a lot more people would have gone hungry if we couldn't do work at all from home. Kau imagine benda ni berlaku 80-an, 90-an. Yang kita telefon pun macam celaka. Kan? How? The whole country would have gone into lockdown effectively. You know, you'd be sitting down in front of RTM1 waiting for information. So it's right now, it is a necessity, whether you like it or not. And I think if the authorities realize that sooner or later, it will change faster lah. It will evolve faster. And in the long run, benda ni akan, dia sama lah balik pada industri muzik kita. Mereka yang memegang portfolio untuk kementerian yang berkaitan dengan, yang ada kena-mengena dengan dunia seni, kalau mereka peka, they can be trailblazers or trendsetters to develop our industry more towards the future in that sense. It's an ecosystem lah. Tak ada satu benda yang disebabkan satu benda. There are a lot of variables. You know, if we don't venture into digital, if our music industry doesn't venture into digital content creation, we are limiting ourselves. We're going to find it hard to go global. But we can't do that if our internet is not affordable, if our internet is not accessible. So you mentioned about, TV, radio boleh hidup ke, sekarang semua orang internet. No, I don't believe semua orang internet connected all the time, because some people still have prepaid, yang limited quota, etc. and all that lah kan. So until internet becomes a basic necessity that is serviced, I don't see the future yang traditional medium dying. I don't see that happening. Maybe if internet kita dah laju lawan South Korea, you know, that level yang klik sekali ya, baru klik je, dah keluar semua benda. Then maybe it doesn't cost you gaji sebulan.
Kita semua travel sana sini. Kita pernah travel Korea, Singapore, even Indonesia. Dia punya internet lagi laju daripada kita dengan jauh lebih murah.
Indonesia laju? Oh, tidak. Indonesia aku tidak rasa.
Okay, tak apa. Korea,
So far what I've seen,
Thailand, Singapore.
Thailand, Singapore. My personal experience, Thailand, Singapore, Japan, memang dia that level lah.
Dan harga dia affordable untuk ringgit to ringgit ataupun dollar to dollar kan.
If you say dollar to dollar, actually if you say dollar to dollar, dollar to dollar, we are one of the cheapest.
Taklah Jo, come on.
We are. Dollar to dollar we are.
Aku punya internet ni 139 ringgit. Kalau aku kerja aku kerja McDonald's lah contohnya, 6 ringgit sejam. Mana mampu nak bayar?
Yeah, if you want to develop on that, if you want to compare on that scale, yes. But dollar for dollar value around the world, our internet is one of the cheapest. Mana lagi kat dunia, apart from Indonesia and Thailand. I don't know Thailand, I haven't been to Thailand lama dah lah. But, you can pick up a prepaid card, RM30, you would have a decent amount of internet.
Okay, betul. Nanti sekejap. Betul. Tadi bila aku cakap pasal YB Gobin dulu, before dia jadi minister, aku punya internet bill was RM249.
Tell me about it. Yes, I know.
Kan? For 100 Mbps. Okay. Bila dia jadi minister, ada internet tu dah turun. Sekarang aku bayar RM139 per month. So I thought, okay, internet akan bertambah murah lah. Yeah. And then Gobin pun dah no more the minister. So aku harap dia dah set satu trend or something yang mana akan mengurangkan lagi harga internet. But true, macam mobile data sekarang dah bertambah murah lah. Memang betul lah.
It's a journey lah. We are getting there. Whether or not it continues depend on political will lah. So siapa yang pegang, macam aku cakap lah, the ones who hold power tu, hopefully they realise lah. Kalau mereka pun boomer, kalau perangai boomer tu tak tahulah, kita memang sampai mati lah, kita meninggal lah. Kalau perangai boomer lah.
Okay, lastly dalam topik ni, Jo, macam mana, apa yang appeal orang kepada kau punya Twitter tu? Macam mana kau manage to get such a huge followers? Apa yang appeal dia? Apa strategi dia? Kalau aku nak jadi kau, apa aku kena buat?
There is no secret. You see, it's like this out. When we are in the entertainment industry lah. We are music, film atau TV lah. We are in the entertainment industry, and the first thing to remember about us in the media industry lah, whether it's any form of entertainment, we create illusions. We are magicians, okay? Maksud aku macam ni lah. With your pen and a piece of paper, you can make someone cry with your words, correct? If you can play the guitar or you can sing and you are soulful, you can create an illusion of a whole world that can move people to tears, correct? We are magicians. Bila artis naik pentas, orang tengok, people are thrown into a world of glamour. We create that illusion. We are magicians, So people bila nampak artis kan, wow, the gambaran yang mereka ada tu, you must be rich. You must be living the lifestyle because you're famous. So what we do is we create illusions. Now, the thing is, the worst mistake that anyone in the music business especially will make is you forget that you are an illusionist. What you are creating is an illusion. How do I put it? So the thing is, I'm trying to explain the way that you understood. So if you have an idea of what kind of magic you want to create to hold your audience, that's the secret. So I'll give you an example. To put it in a more corporate way, I would call it branding. So each person has a different branding. Ed Samad tak boleh cakap macam Jolie boleh cakap. Tapi Jolie tak boleh cakap macam mana Ed Samad boleh cakap. Faham tak? So if you talk about macam okay, bila aku borak dengan kau soal penulisan lirik pasal royalty, that is your thing now. You will have my attention when you talk about that, because I know that is your expertise, right? So that is your brand, your niche. Now, if you find a way to exploit your brand, that's how you get a following. So in my case, okay, I was different sebab when I started blogging, tak ramai blog. Tak ramai. Yang masa tu, untuk hiburan Malaysia, ada 2 orang aja yang specifically blog about hiburan. Aku dengan Sultan Muzaffar. Okay. Kita naik sebab aku dengan Sultan Muzaffar about circa 2001, macam tu kita naik. Sebab number one, there was not a lot of content. Number two, both of us develop our brand. So macam siapa follow blog Sultan Muzaffar dululah contohnya, dia akan tahu lah bahasa Sultan Muzaffar ni, bahasa geng kau lah. Ratapan bangsawan lah. Aku panggil ratapan bangsawan lah.
Raja.
Kau dah lama tak dengar aku punya term ratapan bangsawan ni kan. Tapi macam itu maksud aku macam bila even though ada dua option aja kan. Kalau kau nak ratapan bangsawan, kau pergi baca Sultan Muzaffar. So artinya bila dia discuss lah satu performance satu lagu kan. Macam baik-baik liriknya, begitu indah dan menggamit perasaan dan whatever lah, all the bahasa bombastik lah,
Kalau nak
bintang
keep up tersembur apa semua cari jodoh lah.
So that is his brand. Brand dia DBP. Dia orang bahasa pusaka. And there are some that like that. Time tu, masa aku buat blog aku, tak ada orang maki hamun macam aku. Kau faham tak? So bila contohnya lah aku kerja, aku blog about my life and my kerja kan. So contohnya aku buat review konsert AF lah. Contohlah orang lain masa tu, zaman tu, kalau buat review, saya kurang gemar dengan suara dia. Kerana suaranya mungkin tidak bersesuaian dengan lagu tu. Contohnya lah, kebanyakan orang akan tulis surat khabar masa tu. Kat blog, Sultan Muzaffar akan cakap cara DBP ratapan bangsawan macam tu lah. Aku punya tak ada. Aku macam, kau nyanyi macam tu, macam sial. Kau sedar tak? Kucing menangis dengan suara kau. Bodoh. Untuk persembahan ni, aku bagi kau 3 pam jamban rating aku. So that was my style. My style was, it was something that aku carut macam dengan kawan-kawan tau. Aku memang very straightforward. I don't mince words. So macam aku cakap lah, orang bagi performance rating 3 bintang, 5 bintang. Aku bagi 3 pam jamban, 4 botol hapik. Baru boleh menanggalkan semua kesan kotoran. Macam tu lah. So mine was a very brash, crude kind of way. And that was because I felt that no one wrote like that. People were not honest. People were trying to portray a very professional outlook. But because I was already writing professionally, when I write on my blog, I don't want it to be professional. I want it to be lepas je, main lepas je. So that became my brand. My brand was, my brand. My brand is, aku dalam industri muzik, so orang yang tak kenal aku, dia akan kata, oh Joli, mulut macam celaka tu. Mulut dia semua main tembak aja. Kan? Semua orang nak cakap gaduh. That is the brand that I built. The brand that I built was confrontational, honest, open. So each person has a different brand. That was my brand. So when people talk to me, they know what to expect already. And whether people like it or not, people are keen to follow that.
Whether they like it or not,
they are keen to follow because they want to know what's coming out. So that is branding. So if anyone out there wants to make a YouTube or any sort of digital presence kan, nak create kan, jawapan aku boleh bagi on how to do it is the same macam how would you get a song to hit. There's a lot of content out there. What makes your content special? What's personal about you? What's your strength? What makes people want to give time to you when they can click away? So in my case, I was lucky because number one, aku trailblazer lah. Aku kira antara pioneer lah. Daripada blog, bila orang dah mula, semua orang dah masuk blog, semua orang dah buka blog hiburan dah, aku dah suka masalah, dah bosan dah semua nak ikut, kita pindah ke Twitter, microblogging. Bila kat time Twitter 2008-2009 tu, tak ramai orang. Yang ada pun tak ada macam kita. So kita macam, kita jumpa satu ruang kosong, sana dah crowded lah, kita pindah keluar dari sana, kita buka pula berumah kat Twitter pula. So kat Twitter pula, kita bila kita berumah, we establish our presence. That's how we do it lah. That's why I said, going back to music dari rumah, niat kita nak make people understand that there's a new area yang orang belum terokai lagi. You know, and if you exploit now, and if you are good at it now, you establish your brand. And therefore, you establish a presence. That's what we're trying to do.
In 2020, you can still establish your presence in the internet sphere, whatever you call them.
Yes, because it's
aku
crowded.
Rasa macam dah ketinggalan zaman je.
Not really. It's crowded. There's a lot of noise, but creativity always shines through. Okay, aku bagi contoh. There is a trend right now, budak-budak YouTuber, there is a trend, Japanese and South Korean vloggers, yang YouTubers, there is a new trend where a lot of them are starting to talk about Malaysia. Budak Korea, budak Jepun ni tau, they talk about their love for Malaysia. And they start vlogging for Indonesia, for Malaysia, punya audience. So they fall in love with us. Dia macam budak kita gila K-pop, kan, sanggup buat fan tu video apa semua untuk artis mereka kan. Yang kita tak sedar, orang mereka ramai suka datang bercuti sini, datang sini, and they talk. Kau cari aja lah kat YouTube, berlapar video Korean and Jepun yang nak learn our culture, yang puji-pujian gila babi tau. Sampai ada yang kata, okay, aku first datang Malaysia 2 tahun lepas, I fell in love with Malaysia. Apa beza? A lot of people ask me what's the difference between Japan and Malaysia, because every Malaysian loves Japan and our food and our culture. But spending time in Malaysia, this is my second home. I don't mind not going back to Japan. Then they will cerita why. So that is because for them they see the things that a lot of us see. Japan and South Korea are monocultures. Artinya mereka are not open societies. To see someone white, to see someone black, wow, you know, it's a culture shock. To communicate outside of their language, they are not confident. They don't have that penetration in terms of linguistic skills, you know. To suddenly be thrown daripada kau tiap hari makan Korea atau makan Jepun, jadi tiba-tiba kau datang satu negara, aku nak makan makanan aku ada, aku nak makan satu dunia punya makanan pun ada, dan tengah malam pun ada, you know. Malaysia is a crazy food nation. So they see all these things that we take for granted as amazing. And you see, the thing is, they were smart enough, a lot of them are smart enough to develop that into content.
Betul lah.
As a Malaysian, I want to watch how foreigners react to my country. And they know that. They know that a lot of locals will be watching because they are selling their point as a foreigner. And to people at home, they are selling the traveler's point of view. You know, I went to this country and it was amazing. So they got both countries. And it's all about branding. I think a lot of budak-budak sekarang, they are really focused on branding. And they know how to do branding. Aku bagi contoh, ada budak Korea lah. Muka jambu-jambu feeling K-pop lah. Jantan tiga orang tak silap aku. So mereka vlog in bahasa Korea campur dengan bahasa Indonesia, bahasa Melayu sikit. So mereka masih belajar kan. Dan they love Indonesia and Malaysia. So their content memang fokus on South Korea, Indonesia, Malaysia. Nama channel dia dah branding dah. Nama channel dia dah cukup menggambarkan betapa hebatnya branding mereka.
Apa?
Nama YouTube channel dia, Opa Kabar. Kau mampu? Dia nak relate Indonesia Malaysia, tapi dia bawa opa dia, bahasa dia, Opa Kabar, Opa Engkau. And that's the thing, you know, anyone can develop if they just sit down and think about what makes them special. Because orang kadang-kadang, orang kita suka cakap, aku bosan, aku tak ada benda nak cakap, I don't have access to this, I don't know this person, I don't know this person. No, if you are smart, you sit down, there is something about you that makes you unique. No matter how boring life is.
Selain daripada senyuman mesra yang aku ada, apa yang boleh buat aku appealing?
Matilah kau.
Okay, tak payah jawab. Jangan jawab. Aku saja nak throw aku punya senyuman mesra je.
No. But honestly, Itu depend on what you actually want to target. You get what I mean, right? It depends on actually what you want to target. For example, if I was you, right, I would ask myself first, who do I want to target? Do I want mass appreciation or do I want to go for a certain niche? So contohnya, if you want to go for, you want kau nak feeling jadi YouTuber popular lah, kan? Dan kau nak break out from just one group of kelompok music aja, kan? Okay, you are a lyricist, right? So you could do this. Hi, my name is Zaman and I'm a lyricist. Aku seorang penulis lirik di Malaysia and I will analyze popular songs in Malay on my channel to tell you whether their lyrical content is shit or a hit. That's your branding. Contohlah. So kau ambil lah petik daripada lagu lama sampai lagu baru, kan. Kau study the lirik, baik lirik dia. Apa yang betul, apa yang salah. That can be content. The masses will love that. So contohnya peminat Siti Nurhaliza, siapa Azamat ni? Kalau tak kenal, contohnya lah, kan? Dia kritik lagu Siti. Okay, kita tengok apa komen dia pasal lagu Siti. They will click just to watch. And they will understand. Diselitkan dengan seni kau because you are explaining things that don't come naturally to them. Things that they don't understand. You could get a whole audience there. If you want to focus on the music industry, this is what you're doing right now. You know, you are developing a following among the music industry with different views of the music industry that you are highlighting and guiding to. This is one brand. But this might not break out outside of the music industry lah. You are targeting a certain group only dengan your approach. So actually branding kan banyak boleh buat. It's just macam contohnya macam aku ni susah nak develop branding. The only branding aku develop is my mulut celaka. Because itu memang dari zaman dulu aku dah create dah. Sekarang it's hard for me to create my branding because aku ni dah jadi macam schizophrenia tau. Aku ada multiple personality. So kalau orang tanya, Jo, sebenarnya kau buat apa kerja kau? Aku dah dalam media 25 tahun. Aku seorang penulis and also I'm an editor. You know, and I'm coming to my 25 years already. What else do you do? Okay. I'm a social media influencer, former blogger. So digital world, aku memang bagi talk to people on how to develop their digital brand. Contohnya lah. That's another one area. But I'm also a cosplayer. I love anime, manga, and I also cosplay. So that's another thing that I want to sell as well. But then there's another thing I want to sell. My music. The talents I work with. The ideas that I develop within music. You know. But here's another thing. I also love dance. Sebab aku yang bawa Smart Mob ke Malaysia, yang the corporate flash mob kan. I started working with dancers and all that. Sebab I have love for dance as well. You know. But then again, I also have love for TV and music. TV and film. Sebab aku pun pernah berlakon telemovie, 3 telemovie dah. Awak tak memang tahu. So I am a bit schizophrenic sebab semua sampah aku dah buat. Not because nak glamour atau nak kejar nama, but because for me, I believe that life is an ongoing process of learning. So sebelum aku mati, sebelum aku tutup mata aku, setiap benda aku minat, aku nak try. Aku umur aku 44. Aku start cosplay sampai 10 tahun. Aku rasa dalam 7-8 tahun je kot. You know, but it's something I love. And then I love street magic. Aku minat magic. Aku belajar magic juga. And I've met a lot of the big, the legendary magicians lah. Dulu kan Maui pernah buat show nak tunjuk magic sikit semua kan. Ni celaka ni juga yang tolong ajar dia. Nampak tak?
Kau seorang yang eclectic
No, I don't even see it as eclectic. I just see it as curiosity. Like, okay, aku boleh cakap kau if you look at my CDs, kalau aku petik CD, aku bagi kau contoh lah. I will randomly take 10 CDs without even seeing pada CD lah. Okay. I will randomly take 5 CDs tak payah 10 lah. Mari kita tengok apa yang ada You want to see how random I am? Okay. That's one.
Apa kau tengoklah kan jatuh kau punya benda-benda tu kan.
Tak. Okay, aku just trying to grab random CDs.
Yang Beatles punya drums tu aku nak.
Celaka. Okay lah. Let's just take random CDs this is to prove that how random I am. People would think that they will be able to guess my music collection kan.
Okay, let's see.
Okay.
Kalau ada lagu-lagu yang aku ada buat lirik dalam tu, aku belanja kau.
Ada, tapi probably belonggok lah somewhere.
Macam soalan perempuan je kau buat lagu-lagu aku.
Ini adalah box set keunggulan 33 tahun Francisca Peter.
Ui, dahsyat.
Complete.
Okay.
And of course Kak Fred autograph lah. Okay. So I have Francisca Peter. The Platinum Collection, the music of Rodgers and Hammerstein.
Hey.
Okay.
Wow.
Era Fazira.
Oh, ini yang Arab produce kan? Okay, Era Fazira, steady.
Arwah, ada arwah ke apa? Danny Tenaglia is one of the earlier celebrity DJs lah. So this is his Back to Basics album. And then I used to be into dance music rave lah. So this is Ibiza punya collection. It's a dance CD hits of the year kind of thingy lah. Take That. Misha Omar.
Steady.
Kau nampak dah randomness. Aku cakap among all my CD, and this is not my full collection. My full collection ada dekat 10,000 CD.
Wow.
This is part of it. Sebab orang selalu pinjam lah, beli lah, apa semua. Ini aja yang aku tinggal.
Kau tahu there's no such thing as pinjam kan? Once kau bagi pinjam, kau kena anggap dia sebagai sedekah je.
Macam mana kan? Aku boleh cakap kau. Some of my okay, kita cakap local music aja lah. Tak payah cakap international ya. Aku layan nasyid, orang tak tahu. Orang gilakan Raihan aja lah. Aku rasa one of the best nasyid group and the most underrated was Nausihat. The best vocal harmony type. Aku daripada start Nausihat keluar, aku dah gilakan Nausihat tau. Tapi Nausihat dia anak tirikan oleh Warner sebab mereka push Raihan. So mereka tak lebihkan Nausihat. Tapi Nausihat, kau kena ingat album first keluar, best group vocal performance, AIM.
Mariah Carey yang dia punya penyanyi.
And then lepas tu, I think mereka tak keluar album untuk 3 tahun, 4 tahun. Keluar album kedua je, terus menang AIM lain sekali. Best group vocal performance. They are one of the best vocal nasyid groups ever. Untuk aku lah. Orang selalu kan talk about Raihan. Raihan is good. Raihan is good. But Raihan is like the vocally like the supreme lah, kononnya lah. But for me, Nausihat is my favourite. Dangdut, aku ada album dangdut. Aku nasyid ada, dangdut ada, rock ada, kapak ada, pop ada, lele ada, jiwang ada, ballad. So aku memang jenis aku macam tu. And I think being random is good because it allows you an option of choosing your path. You know, you are not set. Kalau contohnya, if you hear one kind of music, you will go down one path. Your option is only one. If you listen to everything, you have an understanding of every sound, you can come up with something diverse. Likewise, when it comes to branding, if you are a person yang don't venture out of that one field that you know, you are stuck in that niche. But if you are random, you pick up knowledge from everywhere, you can develop your brand better lah. Because you have to know yourself before you can brand yourself.
Betul.
So siapa yang kat luar tu macam musician ke apa kan, siapa-siapa boleh buat YouTube, siapa-siapa boleh buat perform daripada rumah. But kau ada branding ke tak?
Betul. You're right.
Itu lah sebenarnya.
Aku started out, aku nak buat target aku ialah orang umur 50 tahun ke atas. Lepas tu with the kononnya aku nak akan
orang 50 tahun ke atas dia tak duduk depan laptop lah celaka. Dia dah tidur dah. Dia duduk depan laptop dia macam apa ni? The computer, the internet. Itu je lah.
Itulah dia. Aku ingat aku 50 tahun ni aku nak keep fit sikit. Nak tunjukkan umur 50 tahun kau masih boleh hidup, berdarah panas, kote naik dan sex life hebat. Tetapi to my surprise and a pleasant surprise, 50% of orang yang view aku punya bebel adalah umur 25 tahun. Half my
because age. The thing, I think it's very simple tau. Sebab kan, For me lah, aku rasa what we take for granted what we have tau. You know, the knowledge that we have acquired through the years kan, we don't look at it as knowledge. It's just experience that we happen to learn stuff kan. But when you talk to someone who has not gone down that path, they are amazed because it's informative for them. It's basics to actually survive and to grow in this industry for them. So it will appeal. That's why tapi macam kau mampu, macam aku tak mampu no. Aku macam kalau aku nak interview orang, nak borak-borak macam ni kan, kalau aku yang nak kena kontrol lah, kalau program aku lah, aku akan maki orang aja dan stop. Because I don't have the tenacity that you have to control the environment and all that lah. Because I'm very opinionated. You are willing to listen opinions. I'm willing to listen opinions, but I like sharing my opinions as well.
Much more.
A bit too much. A bit too much kot. So it really depends lah.
As usual, Joe, always a pleasure dapat lepak dengan kau, dapat chat dengan kau.
Nantilah,
you know,
kita
engkau
betul-betul lah.
you know for a fact you're my favourite-nya around.
Habis sundal, mak punya jambang ni kau nak tak nampak. Aku berjambang ni kau panggil aku nyak. Sundal borong. No lah. It's great. I think what you're doing is great, and I think unfortunately, like I say lah, you know, we have to do this on YouTube or online. But if people were open to open discussions when they sit down like this, kan, I think our industry will grow a lot more. You know, aku berjaya belajar. Aku boleh cakap lah, kalau kita cakap pasal industri muzik Melayu kan, a lot of what I learn is by sitting down with people who are senior or junior, but were willing to explore their conversation, you know, to engage in debate untuk berborak pasal industri kita. Arwah Lolo was one of my favorite people in the world because yelah, aku rasa sebab Arwah Lolo je pasal lah aku start guna phrase ratapan bangsawan. Sebab aku ingat tak silap aku, Arwah lah yang first person aku carut. Yelah bang, lirik kau ratapan bangsawan, bulan bintang jendela pala otak kan, semua nak hashtag deep, semua nak macam profound. Aku pernah carut because I like simple lyrics. Aku suka simple lyric. So aku punya mindset tak sama dengan Arwah tau, but I respect him because he was able to articulate himself. Speaking to you, I learned a lot also. Also from Abang Aidit, Abang Nasir, but Abang Nasir was not so much about music. M. Nasir, what I learned from M. Nasir was not about music. For me, it was about my best time with M. Nasir is bila we talk about spirituality. Aku suka sembang pasal tak kisahlah orang kata sembang kote apa, tak kisahlah. But I like to hear and I like to talk to people about spirituality, religion, you know. Macam Arwah Yasmin Ahmad, you know, I consider her one of my mentors lah. Sebab Arwah Yasmin Ahmad was one of the few orang kreatif yang mengajar aku melihat seni dengan hati. You know, aku ingat lagi lah, this one is a closing story lah. Aku ingat lagi lah ada satu episod Arwah punya filem opening preview lah, macam premiere lah kan. Lepas tu adalah celaka lahanat ceko ni. Filem tu kau dah lah jemputan VIP. Filem tu kejap aja kau bangun, kau keluar, you walk out. Just because dia ni jenis, aku tak nak sebut siapa lah, tapi dia suka buat filem yang tipikal lah. Asalkan boleh buat duit lah, walaupun sebenarnya AKA kita kata sampah lah. Tapi commercially kau laku lah kan. Masa tu lah. Bila dia buat macam tu, aku marah tau. So bila dah habis premier tu, aku borak dengan Arwah Yasmin. Aku cakap, Kak Min, kau tak offended ke orang macam dia ni bangun walk out of your film? Walaupun, and it's not even a paying show tau. It's you're a VIP, at least have that manners lah kan. And she just smiled and the best thing she told me, you know what, Joe, orang buat apa pun lah, orang nak hina what I do and all that, it's okay. Because art is not about you, you know, it's not about your ego. What it is about is what you are trying to get across, your story, your message, you know. And the success of your art is if you can get even one person to understand or feel or embody and embrace the contents and live it, then you're a success already. That's why she never called herself, Arwah tak pernah call herself a filmmaker. Dia tak suka orang panggil dia filmmaker. That's why dia selalu kata, I'm a storyteller. Aku suka bercerita. You know, and she inspired me. And every one of my music projects, and kadang-kadang orang fikir, oh, ni tak related dengan music. No, it is related. Every discipline in the performing arts is related. Whether it's dance or music or vocals or anything. It's all interrelated. So at the end of the day, you are using that medium to tell a story. You know, and Arwah taught me that. And Arwah always taught me that if you love your art and you love what you do, and apa yang kau buat tu berdasarkan niat kau, nawa itu, you know, untuk explore that topic or to share a sentiment, your success is if you manage to touch someone, you know. And it's the same with lyrics, you know.
True.
I think lyrics are very important. Orang selalu kata the composer songwriter je lah yang keren kan, lyrics ni orang tak pandang kan, you know, macam lyrics ni kurang star lah kononnya. But for me, ala lah, macam kau tetap, kalau kau langgar PKP kau kena RM1,000 dengan jail 8 hari lah, tak adalah dapat denda 800 je kan. No, but truth be told kan, even macam if you are a good lyricist and at the time when you wrote a song, that song could be a very personal song kan, it's a success if someone listens to the lyrics and they immediately they take your story and relate it to theirs. You get what I mean? It's relatable. You're a success, and I think that's underrated. That's very underrated. And that's why people from, aku harap satu je lah, orang dunia muzik kita, orang industri muzik kita buka hati sikit untuk faham soal penceritaan, soal nawa itu tu kan, is very important dalam seni kita. You know, Amir's album lah. Aku bagi contoh Amir punya album yang first, Penghibur Jalanan lah. Some people try to replicate the formula of the album. Kan, tiba-tiba lepas Amir Jahari dah boom dengan Tanpamu sampai ke AJL je, ramailah pula pergi sign basker lah, you know, nak budak main gitar lah. No, it's not the medium. It's the stories. Amir was always honest about his craft. He wasn't trying to be a songwriter. You know, it was like his diary. Setiap lagu dia, orang tak tahu one thing about Amir kan, lagu album first dia, orang kena troll, orang tak sedar tau. Kau faham apa aku cakap ni? Lagu-lagu dia, kita troll orang tau sebenarnya. Aku bagi contoh lah, Tanpamu Tanpamu, orang ingat, wow, lagu tu it's so fun, it's like a celebration, there must be something kan. Tanpamu ku kan kecewa. Macam lagu cinta yang, wow, it must be the joy of love. Kita gelak aja, bodoh kena troll. Because lagu tu, tajuk asal dia masa Amir tulis, the song aku tak ubah apa-apa dah, aku cuma tukar title dia. So tajuk lagu asal lagu tu adalah Jam Putih. Itu adalah, dia tulis lagu pasal alarm clock yang dia bangun setiap pagi tu. That's why kalau kau dengar lirik dia, selamat pagi semua, dengarkanlah nada dari irama yang menyakitkan jiwa. Dia bangun setiap pagi, kelam kabut nak pergi stop alarm clock, bodoh dia. Lagu tu is a silly song about an alarm clock. Orang kata, oh lagu cinta yang macam such joy lah. Kita buat penghibur jalanan pula, orang ingat benda tu is light content, kau tahu tak? Macam, ku hanya penghibur jalanan, oh it sounds so happy and like, oh look, I'm singing to the world. Padahal if you look at the lyrics properly, that is one of the most painful songs. Because Amir has shared this story before. He wrote the song because ada sekali dia basking tu, orang campak shilling macam tu aja kat dia. Seolah-olah dia mengemis. And dia rasa hina betul. So that song is a very painful song. People think it's happy. Kita macam, ya Allah, orang Malaysia ni kesiannya. They don't get the concept because they don't feel the lyrics. So we had fun trolling everyone lah. Aku bagi lagi satu contoh lah. The last single yang aku buat dengan dia was Ingga lah. Ingga dalam bahasa Sarawak bermaksud, Ingga is a Sarawakian term. Maksud dia macam menyampah lah. Macam contohnya, macam aku tak suka tengok muka Ed Samad. Contohnya lah. Macam, Ingga aku nangga, menyampah aku tengok dia. Kau faham tak? Macam, then kalau kau tengok orang gosip kat sana, macam, Ingga aku. You know? So Ingga means annoying, irritating, menyampah, that context lah. So, when we did that song, okay, this one is pecah lubang sikit lah. When we did that song, Ingga is a very popular term among the younger crowd lah. You know, like menyampah kind of thing lah. Ingga lah. Ingga aku nangga lah. But, what Amir was doing was a social commentary. Throughout Amir's career at the start, dia orang Sarawak ramai ingat dia orang Semenanjung.
Orang Sarawak ingat dia orang Semenanjung.
So bila kita bawa dia balik Sarawak, I wanted to make him big in Sarawak also lah, because there is no place like being a star in your own home, kan. Unfortunately, Sarawak, kau bayangkanlah kita buat show, orang tak appreciate, organizer macam, oh okay, you know, you are not that big, you know. They don't appreciate that you are a home talent now. And every Sarawakian artist will admit this. It's hard to get love in their own state, because they are not heavily invested in this artist. Right. They like outsiders. The funny thing about Ingga was, the song Ingga was a social commentary about his own people at home. Like, kan, kau tengok kau judgemental, kau menyampah dengan artis tu, artis ni and all that, right? Can you stop judging because you don't see the beauty inside? It was actually his personal venting of frustration. People just thought he was making a cool song about what kids talk about nowadays. So it really depends on. It's like this. The best songs are the ones that people don't really get. They get something out of it, but it's their version.
Yeah.
The best stories are not the ones that tell you what to think, but allow you to explore your version.
Yeah.
Dia macam kalau ini adalah filem, the best films will be the type yang kita kata open ending. Yang ending dia mati ke tak mati ni? Because then it follows conversation. Contohnya kalau kau tengok Sepet kan, the first question I want to ask will be like, so Jason mati ke tak? Accident tu macam dia mati kan? Tapi okay, kau phone dia, lepas tu dia angkat. So that means dia hidup kan? People want a resolution. The point is not about a resolution. The point is for you to imagine, to embody that. And it translates to the music side as well. The best songs are the ones that it might be written about somebody's personal episode, but you have made it your own. You are able to make it your own.
Yeah. And you think that the song is about you.
Yeah. And that's it lah. And having said that, one of my favourite songs yang bodoh, tak adalah bodoh sebenarnya, tapi kelakar lah. Kau cari, kalau kau tahu Belly Go Slow punya lagu kan, macam adalah artistry sikit lah. Belly Go Slow punya lirik kan weird sikit kan. Pop release waktu tu. Kau cari lagu dia dalam kumpulan dia. Dia ada satu kumpulan bernama Portrait, P-O-T-R-E-T. Itu dia buat dengan laki dia, Anto Hot kan. Portraitnya album best gila, siot. My favourite song aku dengar daripada mereka is Kentut Siapa. Lagu tu simple. Diam-diam ku tercium bau yang busuk kan. Siapa kentut mengaku aja. And it sounds so silly, and you can relate it to that kind of juvenile episode kan. But it was actually a social political commentary about Indonesia.
Cool.
Hashtag it. Lagu dia paling, tapi lagu paling dia celaka apa tau? Kau cari kat YouTube I just want to say I love you.
Tajuk dia.
Itu lagu dia yang paling hashtag deep sekali. Satu lagu, lirik dia cuma I just wanna say I love you, I just wanna say I love you. Sampai chorus, then boom, masuk chorus attack je. I just wanna say I love you. Satu lagu itu je lirik dia. It's so ridiculous. But for me, aku gelak because I'm like, okay, you know what? This is actually artistic. Because you want to, that's all you want to say. That's all the emotions. I want to say I love you, and I can't say it in a million. I don't know how to gambarkan, so I'll just keep saying it.
It's the thing, yeah.
Aku suka benda-benda pelik macam aku suka bila orang break out of the box as long as ni sampai.
Betul.
Itu dia punya dynamic tu. Itu yang korang mesti benci aku suka natapan bangsawan kan. So aku kalau boleh aku cari benda yang gila. Aku bukan tak appreciate kesastraan. Ada kesastraan. Bukan aku tak appreciate the sastra aspect of it lah. But like you say lah, we are flooded kan zaman sekarang. Kita pasang radio apa kan. I mean there are millions of songs out there lah. I want something that speaks, not because it's technically good, but because it can cut across. Tu je lah. So aku juga sama dia lagu lah, Kentut Aku Sungguh Wangi.
Aku ada juga lagu-lagu yang ridiculous macam tu. Tapi sebagai penutup malam ni, tadi since kau cakap lagu Nasihat tadi tu, baru aku recall. Aku rasa aku ada at least satu lagu dengan Biarkan tajuk dia. Matahari, burung nuri. Okay. Aku tak ingat mana satu album dia lah. Aku ingat dalam 2005, 2007 macam tu lah. And then there is this line here. Tersingkaplah tirai misteri di belai jari jemari, tangisan yang tiada seni menggempar indragiri.
Ratapan bangsawan.
Okay, aku tutup jawab. Tersingkaplah tirai misteri, kau buka perempuan tu menyusur dalam di belai jari jemari.
Aku dah memang tahu pun. So, daftaran bangsawan tu untuk tutup kau pervert. Aku tahu. Itu untuk kau aku tahu. Itu kalau orang lain tu, aku dah terbayangkan some other bombasticness lah. Dengan kau memang kau horny je lah. Aku dah tahu kau pervert kot. So bila aku dengar drama bangsawan kau, aku tahu itu cuma nak cover line kau pervert je. But yeah, you're right. You know,
tapi brother, aku letak tu dalam lagu kumpulan nasyid.
Interpretation. Yang penting interpretasi. If people, macam aku cakap lah, Amir Tampamu tu orang ingat lagu pasal kekasih, pasal orang aku sayang, laki bini isteri aku. Rupanya pukimak engkau. Jam loceng yang kejutkan budak tu nak pergi aswara setiap pagi yang dia sakit hati nak campak je jam tu. So it really is interpretation. And aku harap lah, I mean, seni lirik ni, it's vast. It's besar, you know. Orang yang lirik ni, kebanyakan, I think artis kebanyakan bila dia tulis lirik, dia petik line yang dia pernah fikir daripada lagu-lagu yang dia pernah dengar tau. Ku pegang tanganmu, ku genggam jari jemarimu. Very cliche. You know, I mean like things that they've heard before, right? Because they're not exploring what's here. You know, they are just trying to find the rhyming sequence, the syllable breakdown, kan? But lyrics are just a very underrated aspect of a song. And good lyrics don't mean that you look into a dictionary, nak cari kat kamus dia orang bahasa dan pusaka untuk menggambarkan. I can tell you kalau orang kata Siti Nurhaliza lah, for me album Transkripsi ada banyak cerita kat dalam album tu, cuma orang tangkap atau tidak. Itu je lah untuk aku lah.
Jo,
untuk aku.
Thank you so much. Nanti kita sambung lagi.
Boleh. Nanti kita lepas PKP kita kopi.
Okay, brother, love you man. Nanti kita jumpa lagi. Jadi ni eh.
Tak nak lah, aku Jepun lah bodoh. Kai dia cakap.
Okay, nanti bini aku mengamuk nanti aku pergi borak lama-lama dengan kau.
Kita ucapkan dengan Zaman kerana sempat berborak dengan kita. InsyaAllah kita akan jumpa lagi di rancangan yang sama, waktu yang sama, bilik yang sama, kalau selagi PKP ni masih ada.
Okay.
Take care bro.
You too man. Okay, bye.